Hello, Peter. What's happening? We have sort of a problem here.
You know that shit you guys do? You're fucking yourselves up, man. Fucking acid. Acid. It never leaves your body. It's in your fucking spinal cord forever.
You're standing right now with 9 delegates from 100 gangs. And there's over 100 more. That's 20,000 hardcore members. 40,000 counting affiliates. And 20,000 more not organized, but ready to fight. 60,000 soldiers. Now, there ain't but 20,000 police in the whole town. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig
it? Here we go. AK-47, the very best there is. When you absolutely, positively got to kill every motherfucker in the room, except no substitutes.
Mr. Weiss, I have never told anyone what I'm about to tell you, but I really want this job. I like to dress in women's clothing.
It is the Ron and Fez Show. We are live today on September 4th. Here's the phone number, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. I want to just say something real quick before we get into today's program. I know I kind of freaked out a couple people on the last show that I did because the folks that were paying attention, I took a phone call off the air and we went to break, and then Earl went into best of. And I assume, obviously it was a crazy thing because people worry about Fez and his health. It had nothing to do with Fez Whatley. It was a family emergency for me. It wasn't a radio stunt, and I would never, we don't have to radio stunt here on XM. There's no reason to try to get you guys to listen because you've already bought the service. So at no time will we ever do anything to try to make you listen to when we come back. We don't need to do that. And I do want to thank some people. I want to thank O&A and Jimmy Norton for being incredibly kind. Elo and Don Wiki Wicklin, same exact things. Believe it or not, I want to thank my man Fez Whatley for stepping up and being a man.
No problem.
It was a problem. Getting your help is actually even more difficult than not having your help, but that took my mind off other things too as you start to faint. So again, I know we'd like to believe that all the people I mentioned are bad guys, but they're all incredibly good people and incredibly kind to me and my family. Again, it's a family issue. I don't want to really go into it now, but it had nothing to do with Fez, and it wasn't a radio stunt. And also, I want to thank all the friends that I made from doing this radio show who checked in on me, and everybody knows who they are. And it means a lot. And a lot of times you listen to this kind of show and you think, oh, those guys seem like friends of, I could be friends with them. And normally if you listen to somebody's show and you like them, you probably would be friends with them in real life. And I have made friends through this show. And on behalf of myself and my family, thank you guys a lot. All right, we'll get this started. Here is the bad news. Fez Whatley is healthy and fine and back with us.
And I'm here after vacay. And we have...
What is your hurry that you can't say shun? What is the hurry?
Vacation.
What is wrong with vacation?
I don't like the shun part of it. Vacay makes it sound like it was even funner than it actually was.
Yeah, well, I know what you did on your vacation. It was a nightmare. So stop acting like you were on a vacay. And if you're in such a hurry, why don't we just call it vay? If that's the way you want to go with this, if we have to cut down every word, why not just vay? We were all in vay together.
So, well, all right, vacation is where I was.
Let me also point this out, Fezzy. I heard from everybody, right? Mm-hmm. Checking in. What do you need, Ronnie B? How can I help you? Except for our guys. Did you notice that?
Oh, yeah.
No, let me fix that. Earl checked in with me every single day.
Okay.
Pitsy and Dave, forget about it.
Let me keep my distance.
Yeah, I think that was the move.
And I don't understand that attitude, but okay.
No, I think I understand it. I'm probably the same way. But it is always odd to me, the people that say, hey, what do you need? And the other people who are just like, they're out of there as quick as they can be.
I'll use this as an excuse.
Yeah. And I gotta say, not surprised with Dave, shocked with Pitsy. Shocked. All right, it is the Ron and Fez show. Fezzy, a lot of stuff happened when we were on Vay that we were enjoying. But I do want to promote something very, very quickly. This Friday is an Unmasked in New York City with Jeff Garland. And then is it Sunday with Brian Regan?
Sunday is Brian Regan in Washington, D.C. at the XM Studios.
Good, okay.
All right, so what we'll do, 2 Unmasked tapings this weekend. First Friday, that's September 7th in New York City at Comics Comedy Club. That's with Jeff Garland from Curb Your Enthusiasm. If you want to email, live@xmradio.com, live@xmradio.com. Sunday is at the XM Studios in D.C. with Brian Regan, also live at xmradio.com. And in your subject heading, put which Unmasked that you want to go to, whether it's Garland or Regan.
All right, so New York is Jeff Garland. You'll want to see him. Somehow, this guy just went from being a stand-up comic to the executive producer with Larry David, who's probably the television genius of our generation, if not all time. I mean, the guy has put on 2 incredible TV shows. And somehow Garland became executive producer and co-star on this last one. And he also has a new film out, Fezzy, that he wrote, directed, and stars in, which is a lot.
That's too much for me. I know that.
It's like Orson Welles time when you're doing that. And it's called Someone to Eat Cheese With. You know what he wants, Fez?
What?
Someone to eat cheese with.
Oh, I hate it when the title gives away the whole thing.
That reminds me of you. You need someone to eat cheese with.
I do. I do enjoy cheese. I shouldn't have cheese.
Yeah. But when I watch a lonely guy film, I think of you. And then I worry about you.
Yeah. Well,
you should
I'm
have
putting away the cheese.
You should have a movie coming out called Someone to Watch Wrestling With.
That would be nice. Just someone to sit there and watch wrestling and go over some of the angles and gimmicks.
Well, I think it could be Danny from the O&A show, but that's just me. I think he'd be perfect for you.
So Jeff Garland, that's this Friday in New York Comics Comedy Club, live at xmradio.com if you want to email and put in the subject heading Garland. Mm-hmm. Also this weekend, Brian Regan, that's going to be Sunday, September 9th at the XM Studios in Washington, D.C. Again, live at xmradio.com, subject heading Regan.
Now, I don't know about Jeff Garland, but I plan on making Regan cry. I plan on unmasking him so much that he actually cries.
I'm not sure what could lie underneath that mask. I'm not sure.
Oh, Regan?
Yeah.
I guarantee you, out of everyone that I've interviewed so far, Regan is the one with the fucking mask on.
I'm afraid to look.
Regan is the guy who, this whole I'm the nicest man in comedy, I don't curse. I'm gonna guarantee you right now, there's a lot of anger under there. A lot of anger. I wouldn't even sit in the first row if I went to the D.C. one. Garland, on the other hand, let's face it, he's pretty exposed. He's just a big Jewish guy who falls into one pot of gold after another. Both of these should be very, very interesting. All right, so again, how do you get these? Because they got to go through Jamie.
That's right. You got to go through Jamie, emailing at live@xmradio.com. That email address, live@xmradio.com. Just put in the subject heading if you want to see Jeff Garland this Friday in New York, or Brian Regan this Sunday and in Washington, D.C. at the XM studios.
Yeah. I'm going to get Regan to say, hold me, Ron. At a certain point, I'm going to have him in tears, and he's going to say, hold me.
This is a don't miss.
Yeah, it is. And the Garland one's going to be amazing, too. All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Fezzy, you keep plugging that, because I'll forget about it, all right?
All right, we'll do.
You slipped that in times that I don't even know. We missed a lot of stories over the break. There's the Owen Wilson story, and what else was some of the big ones?
Larry Craig.
All right, Larry Craig, in the week that we are out, he is the senator from the great state of Idaho, Fez. A state so horrific that Hemingway had to kill himself. He couldn't think of a better way to get out of Idaho other than put a gun up to his head. So there's Larry Craig. He is flying, I guess, from D.C. to Idaho. You got to lay over in Minneapolis. And I guess this happens like a month, 2 months ago. He's playing the bathroom game, the glory hole, whatever these guys do when they're in the bathroom. And he gets busted. He admits to it. When it's finally brought out, he gets attacked. Well, on one side by the Democrats going, hey, how can a guy who is gay come out with so much anti-gay legislation, and the Republicans just attacked him and wanted him out just based on this is the last thing that we need. And while we're on vacation, caught, says I'll fight this, and then quits all within a week.
Yeah. First of all, the guilty plea comes out. Then he tries to get out of that.
Well, he was a guilty plea 2 months ago.
Yeah. For 11 weeks, for some reason, nobody picked up on this story.
Right.
Then all of a sudden it came out.
Well, I guess it's not, he's not a, he's not a Kennedy. He's not a real well-known national figure, and you see the name and some police blotter, it's not a big deal.
Now, to me, I don't understand, why he pled guilty, I guess, is a panic situation. But I don't understand the arrest in the first place. I mean, at no point did he ever say, hey, want to have sex or want to have gay sex. He was tapping his foot on the floor. I mean, at what point does that mean, hey, I want to have gay sex?
It means it in that place. They have signals there. And from what I understand, this came up on a Craigslist or something. That's how these guys now find out what restroom and what rest area to meet at. They go, they check out the Craigslist, and they get a booking there, and they show up. So they knew that they had some kind of signal that went back and forth. And when he gave into it, they broke him. They got him to talk.
Well, first of all, it's odd that that's Craigslist with
What?
Senator Craig. And also, what if it was someone just listening to his iPod, in the airport bathroom, starts tapping his foot along, happens to hit the code.
All right, wait.
At the right time.
All right, first of all, he taps his foot, then puts his hand underneath in that signal, and then the two guys line up and put their feet against each other. I mean, it's a lot to be coincidence.
Right, but at what point, I mean, I understand it's signals. and that's what they say. But none of that behavior seems illegal. I mean, there was no groping. There was no grabbing. There was no soliciting.
What, you want the cop to get blown before he can make an arrest? What is it that you're looking for?
I'm looking for an actual sexual act before he gets, or an advance before, not some sort of generic, blasé signal.
There is nothing generic about the signal of tapping, the hand under touching, and then two guys putting their feet together. It's out there. First of all, you're saying that these guys should not be hassled for what they want to do. I got no fucking problem with that. That's not the point. The point is this guy got caught. He said he was guilty, and he's been a guy who does nothing but attack gays with his legislation. That, to me, is the fucking gimmick. Now, are you saying that, it's a victimless crime, blah, blah, blah? I'll agree 100%. I'll agree 100%. But I don't feel like it's a victimless crime when a guy who wants to go out and jack off other men or get blown by other guys in the bathroom then spends his time making sure that those people who share an interest with him cannot go into the army, cannot get married. That's the beef there.
Yeah, but to me, it's like entrapment, where it's like the cop does not have to, and nobody has to answer the foot tapping signals back.
When anyone who's getting busted for prostitution, it's the same exact thing. Why is this only today bothered you? How about guys that go out to buy dope and it's from a cop? This happens forever. Why, when the Republican senator from Idaho, do you suddenly take some interest in this?
I just think it's very generic way to arrest somebody without any sort of motive being described.
I guarantee you right now, guys have been fucking busted for buying dope who've only flicked their goddamn lights back and forth. This is a part of what happens. And again, why is this a crime? Why are two fucking guys in the bathroom doing this?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's, they need to find some other place. That's true.
Well, they can't find some other place because fucking people like this make being gay something that you got to fucking hide and do. That's the fucking gimmick. That's the gimmick all the way through. Here is, let me go over here to Tom. Tom, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, this senator said that the reason he was reaching down was to pick up a piece of toilet paper. Who picks up toilet paper in a men's room?
Maybe he's neat.
At what point, though, Fezzy, if you're not doing this, do you say that you were?
I think at the point where he says to the cop, like through the wall or whatever, hey, do you want to get together?
No, I'm saying, why would you say, yes, I'm guilty, and fucking go through that? Why wouldn't you fight tooth and nail to protect yourself when you got picked up?
I think because he didn't want to go to jail, is what he was saying. And he wanted this to go away as easy as possible because no one in the world is going to believe that it was mistaken identity or anything else.
Why not? You believe already. You believed, right?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
Well, so then don't say nobody in the world is going to believe that. I think he might have had his base. I think that a lot of people would have said, A, this is bullshit, or B, it looks like the cops are trying to set up a Republican senator. But when you turn around and say, after the fact, I'm guilty, I did this thing, then it's very tough for him to fight. And that's how he lost his own party. If you take a look at this, the Democrats were not attacking him other than the fact of being a hypocrite. Here's our buddy, the rapper. Hey, Rap.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Good.
I was watching this, and actually the policeman was planted there because they were getting a lot of complaints. And there was a little bit more to it. There was like a signal that they gave each other outside, and then they went in, and I think one of them rubbed the bottom of the stall, and then they touched feet. So they definitely had him. All the cops did was handed him a card that said police because he had made the definite signals.
Now, how does he find out about this? Was this off of Craigslist?
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
I watched it on CNN, and I know that Craigslist has a bunch of, wacko stuff. Like one day I was reading it, and one guy posted, I'd like a hand job 12 o'clock on Saturday. And Christ, I turned to my wife. I said, is it this fucking easy anymore? There's all kind of perverts and stuff on there.
Well, there's, and again, if you could sit around and say, who did he hurt, blah, 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 that's a whole different discussion. But the fact that the guy was set up is no different than people get set up all the time. Anybody who goes out to buy dope, anybody who goes out to pick up a prostitute, they're not exactly going to give you crack when the cop busts you from pulling up. And if you're with a female prostitute, she's not exactly going to blow you before you're arrested.
Well, plus it happened in an area where the cop was planted in there specifically because there have been a lot of complaints about these. It's very common. There's places in Philadelphia, actually the building my wife works in, where they busted a guy that she works
Well,
with.
Philadelphia is the city of brotherly love, Rap. You know that right away.
I guess they do get a waiver there.
All right, my brother.
I'll see you, pal.
Peace out. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. We're talking about that Senator Craig situation. This is the Republican senator from Idaho, or is up until what, like October?
Yeah.
Or Rocktober, as he likes to call it. He goes, I'll be here to Rocktober, rocking with you. Busted in a bathroom in Minneapolis, which you would not expect to be able to get a fucking blowjob in the Minneapolis airport men's room.
What they have to do is work on the long layovers at the Minneapolis airport. If you could get people right back out on their other flights, people wouldn't have this much time to spend there.
I got a fairly good feeling, Fez, that no matter how much time I had Minneapolis, I'm not looking to pick up the elderly senator from Idaho. So you're just mad as hell in this, Fez.
I'm totally pissed about this. I don't think he did anything wrong. I wish he hadn't pled guilty in the first place. He panicked.
He panicked and he pled guilty because of this situation. He was caught red-handed. He did not panic because he was worried about being accused. He was panicked because... Did you see him and his wife go out there and the size of her sunglasses?
Oh,
and
yeah.
She backed them up? Let's go over here to Chris. Chris, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Welcome back, Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
Was there not a well-known minister that was connected with George Bush that ended up sending text messages or something to the altar boys? Or
Yeah, that was also the guy in Denver, I guess it was. And again, he's the, anti-gay, and we're going to fix gay people, and Jesus doesn't like gays. And, what's he like to do? Go out and get a fucking hand job and do some crystal meth with his massage therapist.
Ted Haggard.
Here's David. David, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys.
Yeah.
I was just curious, is this like a prostitution thing? Was he going to pay for it? Or?
No, I don't think it had anything to do with prostitution at all. I think
Then, how is that any different than picking up another guy in a bar if you're just looking to get your rod off?
Well, yeah, picking up a guy in the bar is one thing, but you can't blow him in the bar. If you have sex with a woman in a restroom, you could be arrested also.
Sure. But how about, was the cop patrolling Craigslist or whatever looking for the guy? Because how does he know that he wasn't just going to meet the guy there and that was his signal that was going to be his lay for the night?
All that stuff could have been worked out. He should have got on the phone to his lawyer, said, fuck this, started fighting it, and stuck up for himself. Instead, he cops to the guilty plea. And again, even leaving the Senate, he quit. He quit from his so-called friends.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody has run him out of Washington except for his own party.
Right, and they moved immediately. He started getting taken off committees and stuff, and then finally quit.
No.
Is the way it worked out.
Well, the Republicans have had, some bad fucking press lately. And they're just like, this is the last thing we need to do is to stick up for this guy. Because, again, would you say the guy's a hypocrite?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Even though you said that he didn't go there for male sex.
Yeah, but
So how's that make him a hypocrite?
Because even if he did go there for male sex...
But you say he didn't.
Right.
You said that he dropped his toilet paper, had his iPod on, and was tapping his foot. So how's he a hypocrite? Because he was going there for a blowjob. And everybody knows it. So does he. So does his wife with his fucking sunglasses on. What he's got to be... And then they go, well, what about Barney Frank? And I'm like, fucking Barney Frank isn't voting against fucking gay stuff. That's why. He's fucking honest with himself. It's only when you're living the dishonest fucking lifestyle that people can go, hey, you're a hypocrite.
Yeah. Well, they didn't go after the Louisiana senator or whatever he was who got linked to the D.C. Madam.
That was to a woman. And the Republicans can put up with that. There's an old thing in politics, Fezzy. You can't be caught with a dead girl or a live boy. And that's as old as the fucking Republic itself. Hey, Oscar. Oscar, you're on Fez.
Hey, welcome back, boys. First of all, the charge he pled guilty to was disorderly conduct. He was never charged with any kind of soliciting or... It was only guilty.
You're breaking up. So disorderly conduct, which would happen to any of us if we were, I think Dave even brought this up, that he was busted for that with his girlfriend one time at some kind of Jersey's version of Lover's Point or whatever.
That was Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
Again, it's not that big a deal if you just say, hey, it's not that big a deal. That's all he had to say.
Right. And
fuck you and fuck you again is what he should have said. Instead, what did he go raging about? I'm not gay. I will fight this. And then his own party said, fuck you, man. You're an idiot. No one believes you.
The I'm not gay, I've never been gay speech sounds horrible.
Yeah. And I probably agree with him. I don't think he's gay. I think occasionally he likes to get jacked off by a guy. That's his thing. I don't think he's ready to marry a man. And I think probably because that freaks him up, but from whatever kind of religious background he was raised in, he's got to go raging against fucking gay people and freaking out because he's like, they're doing the shit that I wish I could do every day. Then I wouldn't have to be married to some woman who's ashamed of me. Here's Mark. Mark here on Fez.
Hey, Fez, the man had a month to think about the pleading guilty to disorderly conduct. He didn't plead guilty the same day. He had a month to think about it, and I guarantee you he went and saw a lawyer on the sly and talked about what's the best thing to do. And he came up with, that's my only choice. But he didn't plead guilty, like he was panicked into it. He had a month to think about it.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Oh, okay. I thought he signed the affidavit right away.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Again, I think if he takes the attitude of, hey, it's no one's fucking business if I'm tapping another guy's feet under a fucking stall, I think people would go, you know what, it's none of our business. But there's other shit that got him in trouble. All right, we brought this up. The Owen Wilson story was the other big shocker.
Owen Wilson, apparent suicide attempt.
Yeah.
Slashing his wrists.
Now, my nephew, Ben, he's almost 4 years old, a little over 3.5 years old. And I called him the other day. And I go, Ben, I got some bad news for you. Lightning McQueen took a bucket of pills and then cut his own wrist. I think it was a girl. I go, listen to me, man, it's always going to be a girl every time you're depressed. So, I mean, not only is, like we know him as Owen Wilson, and everybody pretty much loves him, but the little kids adore that car movie, and they love the Lightning McQueen, which I've never seen.
Oh, yeah.
But my nephew's whole room is done as Lightning McQueen, and he wears Lightning McQueen shirts. So his mother's like, please, do not bring up Lightning McQueen to him. He's a sensitive guy. This will destroy him.
Well, I guess it was time he knew the truth. So Owen Wilson's kind of scary. I guess, I don't know whether this is over Kate Hudson or there's just other demons in Owen Wilson's life, that would make him want to do this. I bought the People magazine with Owen Wilson on the cover.
The story will be there, Fezzy. You'll get to the bottom of it there.
And the cashier was saying to me, why would he do this? He had it all. And I don't know why she felt the need to comment on my purchases, but...
Well, I mean, that is probably what everybody would say. And did you read the poem Richard Cory when you were a kid in school?
No.
About the rich guy in town that everybody admired, and he was like, he's not only was rich, but he was a good-looking guy, and he treated people well. And, there was a little bit of jealousy in this poem about Richard Cory and how lucky his life was. And then the last fucking line is that, last night Richard Cory put a bullet in his head. So, long story, his life is fucking difficult. It's difficult for everybody. And you don't realize that when you're broke and you feel like you're not getting shit. You're like, oh, look at this guy. He's on TV or he's in the movies or he's got a hot chick. And you assume that his life is fantastic. But it's still life. No matter what way you get around it, you're still dealing with life all the time.
Because Owen Wilson is one of those guys, like, from the outside, if you're just going by seeing him in the movies and stuff, he looks like he has fun all the time. Like, everything is fun. He has fun.
You don't think that he plays a lot of troubled characters, though? I'm willing to say that he's a complicated guy.
Yeah, I could see that, but he also looks like he's kind of simple and happy-go-lucky.
Right.
And, like, he has nothing but fun friends and dates other movie stars, and it would look like it's a pretty good life. He looks like a guy who's naturally happy, to me.
All right.
So to me,
I'm following you.
Yeah. So to me, it seems even weirder when someone like that attempts suicide.
But look how many people go, Fez Whatley, he's got a fun job, he only works a couple hours a day, and that job is supposed to be about laughing and making other people laugh, and then you got your own problems. You of all people should know that life is a little more complicated than the way that we present it to each other. And that's probably true why, things are so fucked up all the time. And it really goes back to this Clark thing, this senator, or whatever his name is, Senator
Craig.
Then again, you fucking put one face out there, but it is not necessarily 100% of who you are.
Yeah.
And if you're depressed or whatever, just because you happen to be on a boat doesn't mean that everything's going to be okay. Let me head on over here to Scooter. Scooter, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you, buddy? Let me try you. Scooter, go ahead, pal.
Hey, boys. Professor Ron, I want to get your take on, what's this going to do to Owen's legacy and his future? You agree that he's done some great roles with Wes Anderson and the crew, and, what's going to happen to this
I don't think it's going to affect his career. I don't know what happens, like, with those insurance things, which kind of set Robert Downey Jr. back a while because people worry that, the film can't get insured. But his roles... basically, in the new Wes Anderson film, he's a guy. He's playing a depressed guy. I never saw him as happy-go-lucky as Fez is presented him. I think of a lot of the roles that he plays show a guy who's somewhat tender. So I don't think that's. I don't think it's going to hurt him with his public. Now, if somebody like, Kevin Costner or Clint Eastwood did this, it might fuck him up, but, some kind of an action star, because then guys are going to go, well, he acts like nothing bothers him, and it does. But if you played a complicated role.
Yeah, someone with a tough guy image has a... But, Owen Wilson, everybody pretty much loves Owen Wilson. I think he'll get welcome back. I don't think it'll affect him at all.
Here is Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, I just wanted to correct you. The senator is not staying on until Rocktober. He's staying on until Cocktober.
All right, big-ass prize closet, my friend.
Well,
and the first of the really big, what I like to call September prize closets. Earl, do we have anything by Zeppelin to give out for September?
No, not yet.
Isn't this when we're really going to push all of our Zeppelin product?
Not a whole lot of Zeppelin to push right now, but we can get them some Zeppelin stuff.
Well, I know they're not putting out any new stuff.
You could send them the Led Zeppelin DVD of How the West Was Won.
Then that's all you'd have to say, and then we would have been done with it.
So what do you think was like the biggest news story of the summer? Out of all this. Does Larry Craig come in and just top everything that we've had so far?
First of all, it would really depend upon it. All right, we'll open the phones up for this. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. You got a couple of big stories in sports. You got the fact that we got a new home run king. Politics, I think the Karl Rove story is gigantic. And people are so burnt out on that whole thing that they've kind of dropped it.
Right.
But the fact that he left Bush after all this time and, the way he went out is a pretty major story. Other than that, the Larry Craig thing will be forgotten about within 2 weeks. It's not a big deal. It's not going to be historically big. This is more of a gossip story than something that really matters.
I would throw out that Minneapolis bridge collapsing as the biggest story of the summer. I think that's got to be the biggest one.
When did the Virginia Tech thing happen?
Well, let's see. School was still in session.
All right, so that's not considered a summer story.
Yeah, so I would think that's still in the spring, I think. I think that was still the spring semester.
Hey, T-Bone. Wait, I'm having trouble with this now. T-Bone, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, the biggest story, in my opinion, happened yesterday, and I'm surprised no one's really talking about it. It was during the Jerry Lewis telethon. He called a kid an illiterate faggot. I swear to you, I swear to you, it was right before he introduced Mamma Mia. He was doddering around the stage, and I this is honest to God's truth. He called some kid an illiterate faggot. I swear to you, it happened.
Was there any reason for it?
He was trying to make some. I don't even know what he was doing. He was walking towards the camera. He looked drunk, and he was making some. Talking about kids and what they're doing, and you said, we don't talk about little Joey or something. He's just an illiterate faggot. And the crowd you could hear everyone go, oh. And he goes, never mind, be quiet and everything. And he introduced Mamma Mia, and that was it.
Wow. See, I got to start watching it. I haven't watched it in many, many years.
It was nuts.
Yeah, I guess so. But, I mean, he's a crazy old man now. How old is Jerry? $1
I think he's 83.
He seems a lot older than 83.
I think he is. And Lord knows what hour that came in on the telethon.
Hey, here's Dan. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
The biggest news story to me just happened Saturday. Michigan losing to Appalachian State.
The little college that could out of Boone, North Carolina, beats Michigan. Michigan right now is humiliated. This little town down in North Carolina going crazy. I will say this story, Fez, is everything I hate about college football, because the reality of it is all these teams stink, and it just means nothing.
I found it hysterical just to watch the sobbing Wolverine fans in the stands, just shocked and sobbing all at once, and the fact that it happened in what they call the Big House there at Michigan Stadium.
Yeah, 106,000 people show up at those games. And I think this little Appalachian State only has something like 15,000 students. So, an enormous upset. And again, one that just means nothing to me. I hate to tell you that college football is just... I hate to get into it and just call it the biggest hack, rip-off, organized crime gimmick in the history of the world. Why... There's 106,000 people paying money to a game, and yet not one of the people they're watching gets a fucking dollar. That whole thing drives me nuts.
I think what was great about this is that it was a school called Appalachian State. You can't find a name of a school that sounds more small town or just off the radar to beat a powerhouse like Michigan, number 5.
Here's Jay. Jay, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you, buddy?
What's up?
What do you say, pal?
Yeah, the biggest story by far was Michael Vick throwing his life away just like his brother did.
Michael Vick, and by the way, here's another thing I hate about college football. Virginia Tech and the football program attempted to use that shooting to make themselves into somehow there's healing through football. And they were doing this real bad We Are Virginia Tech, which was just a rip-off of the We Are Columbine. And it just had me sick to my stomach. And I'm yelling out my TV, your biggest alumni, your proudest alumni is a dog killer. Is what I'm just yelling at my TV. I don't know what it is right now. I'm off the bandwagon completely with college football. Mr. Perfect, did you make any bets over the weekend?
I did not make any bets because the vibe was not there. I just wasn't into it yet.
I understand.
So
you had a feeling some kind of an odd Appalachian State thing was going to happen.
It had all the makings of an upset. It was just like that's like the one gimme game that they'll give the big school.
Yeah,
and he knew to stay away.
Yeah.
So Michael Vick was maybe the biggest story of the summer. The dog killer who's now found Jesus. And that Jesus never wanted to have dogs fight. So too bad he found him a little bit late.
Yeah, if only that miracle could have happened and those dogs could have come back to life or something. They didn't walk on water.
I don't know what you mean there, but all right, here's the Jerry Lewis clip. We're going to take a listen to this now. Supposedly, Jerry Lewis made an anti-gay remark at a little kid. Was it a little kid in a wheelchair, do we know?
I have no idea if it was one of his own kids.
Yeah.
One of Jerry's kids.
By the way, I never got comfortable with him calling people his kids when they're not. Yes, Pitsy.
He was just deliriously making like an act of the camera following him around. There was no kid specifically in a wheelchair.
All right, let's take a listen to see if we can figure out why he said what he said.
We're into hour 18. Look how good he moves that camera over here. Son of a gun. Wherever I go, he goes. Let's see what you do with this over here. Oh, your family has come to see you. You remember Bart, your oldest son? Jesse, the illiterate faggot? No.
Wow, Jerry.
So he wasn't saying it to a kid. He was just saying that somehow the camera was a person whose life wasn't going as well as he'd like. Let's take another look to see if we can see the joke there.
We're into hour 18. Look how good he moves that camera over here. Son of a gun. Wherever I go, he goes. Let's see what you do with this over here. Oh, your family has come to see you. You remember Bart, your oldest son? Jesse, the illiterate faggot? No.
All right, so it did get a nice laugh from the audience.
It did.
Yeah. I would say this. I think as Michael O'Donoghue once said that Jerry Lewis was a carrier. And I really have not seen any medical proof that he is not. All right, we're looking for the biggest story of the entire summer. Here's Tony. Tony, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
What's up, boys?
Yeah.
The biggest story is probably, unfortunately, Paris Hilton going to jail. I mean, she's just a twat, but, I mean, who cares?
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure if that was a story at all. I really don't. And it really weirded me out how much people act like she belonged in jail. And I was like, well, for what reason? Well, the way she acts all the time. I mean, it was just odd.
The story would have gone away so much faster if there hadn't been the aspect of, oh, she got out of jail, was told to get right back here, see the judge, and sent back to jail for another few hours or whatever it was.
You know, what's amazing is these people, they just like, oh, my God, she's going to jail for like 1 day or 4 hours. Like, how traumatic is it that, they got to have a counselor there 24/7 on, like, suicide watch? It's
all right, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Here is, here's Christy. Christy, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you? Go ahead, Christy.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
For the
darling.
biggest story, Chris Benoit.
Benoit was a big story, no doubt about it.
That's true. Benoit kills himself and his wife and his kid.
Allegedly, Fez. Allegedly. And not in the order that you brought it up.
Oh, true. Yeah, the wife, the kid, then himself. And I don't think it's allegedly anymore. I think they pretty much determine, yeah, that's how it happened.
I'll believe it when all the things come back in.
I think they're in.
Although, I remember you blaming somebody else immediately for a guy who acts like he knows the case.
I thought it was Kevin Sullivan, was someone, Benoit's wife's first husband, the Prince of Darkness, as he calls himself.
As he called himself on stage.
Yes.
Didn't mean that he lived his life like the Prince of Darkness.
So I thought, yeah, Kevin Sullivan would have been my first suspect.
Here is Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's going on, buddies?
Yeah.
Rocka Hula Luau's got to be the big story, right?
Rocka Hula Luau was a fantastic. Well, it was the social event of the summer, Fez, and kind of almost a coming out party for you.
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed myself. Trust me, I went kicking and screaming to Rocka Hula Luau.
Like you do most things.
Yeah, I didn't want to go that far away from my home. I didn't think I'd have a good time. I wasn't going to drink. Ended up having a great time. So, yeah, Rocka Hula Luau, that was huge for me.
Even though you were taped there and it ended up on YouTube and you didn't know it, that one you didn't panic about.
That one I felt bad about, with Sheepy getting schoolboyed, because that portrayed me in a wrong light as well.
Here's Amy. Amy, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hi.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that I really appreciate your take on the Paris Hilton thing, because I totally agree with you that, you know, it's stuff that we've all done before, and it's just that, like, people put her, like, in this, like, they put her on a pedestal and knock her back down and stuff, and it's weird when that happened because I'm going through the similar situation. And it's just like, I just wanted to say that I appreciate you guys.
All right, somebody had you on a pedestal, Amy, and now they're acting like they want to knock you down?
Well, no, it's really a pain in the ass to deal with that situation. And, you know, people act like you're some kind of psycho alcoholic.
Oh, you mean the DUI?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I just think that your show is really cool. I had to move back with my parents, and so I've been listening to it, and you're like this hip, wise uncle that I always wanted.
Well, I'm like a hip, bad uncle. So don't be too cute. You know what? Enjoy me, but never be caught alone with me. That's what I like to say to the youngsters. Now, Amy, because of your DUI, you had to move back home because of...
Well, pay for a lawyer and all this other crap, you know.
Now, then you didn't hit anybody or anything, right? You were just pulled over.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. But, I mean, you know, the cops around, like, here, they have nothing to do, so...
What was the alcohol the level?
I don't remember. Like, I honestly, it was actually, like, really low. It wasn't, like, anything. It was, like, literally, like, 2 glasses of wine one night.
Yeah, that's where it is right now, that, you know, if it's... And I try to tell this to people. When I was younger, the cops would pull us over, and if we said, no, all we're doing is drinking, we don't have any dope, they would go, you sure? Lift the case, and we would be underage. It would be the neighborhood cops. Lift the case up. There's no dope in here. All right. But if I find out you guys are doing dope, that's it. So things have, and then somewhere like in the late 80s, things started to get much, much harsher on the drinking and driving.
And then and that blood alcohol limit just kept dropping and dropping.
Lower and lower, yeah.
Yeah, you can't even go out and enjoy yourself anymore without worrying, like, oh my God, you know, I have to drive home. You know?
Yeah, it's very tough to be in the club business anymore, too. Number one, they do that. Number two, if somebody leaves there and gets into an accident, the club gets fucking sued. Because somehow it's their fault that this guy couldn't maintain. All right, Amy, best of luck to you, darling.
Thanks, bye.
All right. Like that hip, cool uncle who says things. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Like your mom's brother who you got to be very careful around.
This Friday is going to be an Unmasked with Jeff Garlin. Actually, 2 Unmasked this weekend. Friday is Jeff Garlin in New York City. Sunday is Brian Regan in Washington, D.C. If you want to be part of these Unmasked tapings, email live@xmradio.com. That email address, live@xmradio.com, and just let them know in the subject heading which Unmasked you want to go to. Jeff Garlin, Friday in New York at Comics Comedy Club. Brian Regan, Sunday in D.C. at the XM Studios.
Now, Fez, you've seen all the Unmasked. What's your favorite so far?
So far, my favorite has been Jimmy Norton.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
That one was great. They're all good in their own way.
Yeah.
Jimmy Norton was my favorite.
The problem is we did Jimmy Norton, and he was so smart. And then right after that, we did Saget, and he wasn't. So the Saget one is a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jimmy is like, you know... it's like fucking talking with Van Gogh or something. I mean, there was so much shit that happens in Jimmy's life, and you can see that he's pulling and tearing at it, and he's going after something. And then, Saget likes to say poop. And he used to play someone's dad on TV. So it's a whole different scene.
So, two unmasked tapings this weekend. Friday, it's going to be Jeff Garlin at New York's Comics Comedy Club. Brian Regan, Sunday at D.C. at the XM Studios. Both of these, email live at xmradio.com. Live at xmradio.com. Let Jamie know which one you want to go see.
Regan will end up in tears. Regan will cry when I just find out what is wrong with him and why he has to act so nice all the time. And I think Garland will laugh. Take out his wallet and said, let's start counting money. Here's Candace. Candace, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello.
Hey, darling.
Hey, I was just wondering how you're rating what the biggest story would be. Is it the number of days or the
No,
shock
we are rating this by height. Basically, Fez should have said, what's the tallest story of the summer?
Well, I don't know. I would have to say that Paris Hilton would probably be on the top of my list just because of the number of days.
No, I agree with you there, but is that one of those stories you are not going to care about after the fact? There are certain celebrities.
I don't care about it at all.
There are certain celebrities that they will be famous forever, no matter what happens. And, James Dean, Marlon Brando were those type of celebrities. Believe it or not, John Travolta is that kind of celebrity who keeps coming back. Dennis Rodman is not. And yet, at one point, Dennis Rodman was all people talked about. And I really do see Paris Hilton as being a Dennis Rodman.
My husband made me start listening to y'all, and I thank him every day for it. Y'all are great. Have a good day.
Well, you know what? Listen to your husband, honey. All right?
I do.
Bye-bye now. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. I think when we talk about the biggest story, I think, Fezzy, you're meaning the one that's going to stick a little bit. That's going to be there for you in the future.
Right, yeah, where people go back in and remember it.
Yeah. It's not going to be a shag haircut of a story where you go, why did I ever do that? What am I thinking of?
Right, so it's not going to be Larry Craig. That will be gone.
Well, people just don't remember. I mean, he wasn't famous before this happened.
Right.
He had something like a 1% name recognition thing. A week later, he had a 90% name recognition. And he's going to go back to 1% after this. It just won't matter that he stepped down. He's just another in a long line of hypocrites. Even though, Fez, I do agree with you. I think if a guy wants to go into a men's room and meet another fucking guy and he's not, peeking over the top and, you know what I mean? Like if you're saying we're two guys looking for each other, I think you should try to do it in a better place than the men's room. A.
Okay.
One of the things of being gay, the amount of shit and piss that you have to smell to live that lifestyle is just, I don't understand it. But B, then you cannot be anti-gay with your legislation. It just doesn't make any sense at all. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
What about that douchebag ref at basketball?
The ref being arrested in basketball, it goes to show you what kind of gambling derelicts that we are, that we don't even make a bigger deal out of that. Because you know that if they caught a ref in basketball, that there's got to be umps in baseball, refs in football, and at every single level. And yet people are willing to drop this story fairly quick.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time before that one goes away. And is it going to change basketball fundamentally or anything? When basketball season starts, is there going to be any sort of huge impact on the game because of this?
There should be.
Yeah, I mean,
there absolutely should be.
But I really doubt that there will be. It'll probably, I would think basketball will come back business as usual.
You're cynical. You are cynical, my friend. Here is G-Man. G-Man, you're around Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Yeah.
The Wachowski brothers are no more. Apparently, the one brother, Larry, is fully converted into a female.
I know that they've been pushing for that for years. And I don't know which one's Larry, whatever. I got to tell you, when they made the second and third Matrix, they lost any love I had for them. That first Matrix, I will put up against anything. Sometimes I'll just be sitting there thinking about The Matrix and how good that movie was. The grand year of what, Fez? 99.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this. It looks like this coming year, I'm excited about films for the first time since 99.
Really?
Tons of great films coming out.
What's coming out that you're looking forward to?
Well, we got a P.T. Anderson. We got a Wes Anderson.
Right.
We got Coen Brothers. Now, that's all at the same time. This Western that Brad Pitt is doing looks great. George Clooney has one that looks pretty damn good coming out. Earl, what else were you and I talking about the other day?
310 to Yuma. It just got
You
remade.
saw that, right?
I saw it. It is great. I
You loved
absolutely loved it. It is a terrific movie.
Yeah.
Terrific Western. Might be the best Western since Unforgiven.
Best Western. Are you like a hotel?
No, it's just
When you say best Western, all I think of is a cheap hotel.
They should play the very best Westerns they can find in their hotel rooms.
Hey, Dickbag, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up? Hey, I'm here in Atlanta. I want to know what's the update with Paranoid show coming on here.
Now, he's supposed to be with Giant Brian. Has Giant Brian been on the air yet? Dickbag?
What's that, bud?
Has the Giant show started in Atlanta?
I haven't heard it yet, but we want to support these guys because we know they're friends of you guys. But
Yeah.
hey, just give us an update and we'll support them, man.
I will. I'm hearing so many controversial things about that, so I don't want to talk. But I do know that the station was mad at him for things that he said on this show. They were furious with him.
Yeah, and I don't know if the Giant Show has debuted yet.
Why would it? I think it's better just kept in the wings.
They're building a much taller studio for the Giant Show.
It's not all that tall, is he? How tall is he?
He's got to be, what, 6'2"?
No, he's 6'2". He's got to be like 6'5", 6'6". But still, that's not a giant on a basketball court. Here is Sean. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, I saw that 310 to Yuma as well just recently. It is really solid. I saw a sneak preview. But Earl, do you have anything original? That line, Best Westerns and Unforgiven, I literally just saw that in the preview in a commercial a second ago.
Earl has never had an original thought in his goddamn head. It just doesn't exist for him. I'm going to send you the big-ass prize closet, my friend.
Oh, appreciate it.
He hears things, then he tries to bring it back up later.
As if it's his own.
What's that?
As if it's his own.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a break here. Ron and Fez Show. Out.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Dear Ron and Fez Show, if Bill Murray wants to drive around in a stolen golf cart after a martini or 5, I say let him. In Sweden, is being deadpan and hilarious some kind of crime? Answer me. Ah, jeez, don't be fooled by the blog that I got. I'm still Kathleen from the Bronx. You should just listen, now I write a lot. I'm still Kathleen from the Bronx. Bill Murray will not rot away in some Swedish jail on my watch. If he needs us, we are gonna bust him out of that Swedish clique. We must be ready at a moment's notice. I already have a bag packed with all my cat burgling outfits and little flashlights and shit. Are you in? Be fooled by the blog that I got. I'm still Kathleen from the Bronx. You should just listen, now I write a lot. I'm still Kathleen from the Bronx.
It's the Ron and Fez Show, 866-RON-0-FEZ. That's 866-RON-0-FEZ. You can check out Kathleen from the Bronx's blog, Dear Ron and Fez Show, on ronfez.net. She updates it daily.
She does?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's hysterical.
I love it.
So much funnier than our show.
Dear Ron and Fez Show. I think I'm supposed to say it that way.
Why?
Because I think there's like more than one O in it. In the title.
That. Earl, there's more than one O in the title?
Not that I know of, no.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Really?
Why would you make fun of us? All we're trying to do is have a nice show here. Why would you go to shoe?
I thought there was more than one O.
Why would there be? I'm going to go look it up. Anyway, she'll write like little funny things about the show.
And you can check it out every day at ronfez.net.
Every day?
Yeah, every day. Oh, yeah. She makes sure it gets up there. She's very diligent about it, too. Besides being very talented. Couple of unmasked tapings coming up this weekend. Friday is going to be Jeff Garlin. That one's going to be in New York at Comics Comedy Club. Then on this Sunday, September 9th, that's Brian Regan being unmasked in Washington, D.C. at the XM Studios. If you want to go to either one of these tapings, email live@xmradio.com. That email address, live@xmradio.com. Be sure to put in the subject heading which one you want to attend for Jeff Garlin on Friday in New York or Brian Regan on Sunday in Washington, D.C., live@xmradio.com.
Now, Regan, I told you I will make him cry, but Garland, at one point I plan on doing this. Oh, Jeff Garland, and maybe that'll get him crying.
I want to be there in the audience to see that.
Yeah.
I want to check that out, see what happens.
That might be the most uncomfortable moment ever, especially if I'm just pointing at him and yelling it.
Anything can happen at an unmasked taping.
Why do you say things like that? Seriously. You know that that's not true.
Oh.
Well, why do you go back to that corny hype that everyone's heard that before? All right, let's see. Oh, you're right. There are 3 O's in it.
Okay, I'm not insane.
Yeah.
Hooray.
I never once noticed that. So she is making fun of us.
So I thought for sure I was going to be nuts when no one else noticed it.
Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't notice it.
You didn't notice it. Earl doesn't read it. That's why he didn't know and just decided to go against Fez Whatley.
Earl can't read.
Really?
Yeah.
That should have been our summer project.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's even possible. Earl, have you tried to read before?
Yes, I've tried to read. I can read.
Yes, I've tried.
When you played for the Washington Redskins?
I know how to read. Thank you very much.
People are asking me when Unmasked is going to and where it's going to air. I do not care. I only care about doing them. I say see them live because I have no plans on listening or watching on the web. I'm only going to be there that moment and that'll be it. No one cares when they air.
So that's what you want to do. You want to be part of the audience. This Friday, it's Jeff Garlin in New York at Comics Comedy Club. This Sunday, September 9th, Brian Regan at the XM Studios in Washington, D.C. To get into either audience, it's live@xmradio.com.
Oh, and anything can happen there. Hi, how are you there, Justin? You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, what about that movie Gone Baby Gone with Casey Affleck, and also got American Gangster coming out?
I didn't even hear about either one of these. I'm very excited, though.
The Russell Crowe and Denzel Washington.
All right. I'm telling you, it's going to be the biggest year since 99. Biggest year since 99.
Old Tappy over there better stay out of Minneapolis airport bathrooms.
All right, we'll do. And I didn't see one thing over the summer, Fez.
No, I only saw a couple things. Like if I wouldn't have a top 10 right now to do of top 10 movies I saw over 07.
Why would you? Transformers was like the only thing that came out that wasn't a sequel.
Yeah, and I never saw Transformers. I did see the Fantastic Four movie, the sequel. Bad, but better than the first one. I will give it that much. Better than the first Fantastic Four.
So you actually see sequels to movies that you didn't like?
Yeah. Just give them another chance. See what they can do the next time out.
There's one born every minute.
I saw the Superbad. I don't understand what all the hype was about it.
Any new TV shows coming out this year, Fez?
You know what's going to be a hit? The new Bionic Woman. I bet that one is going to be a hit on NBC.
Why?
Because Heroes is so huge, and this just follows right in line.
But when you watch something like Heroes, you're not going, I want to watch more things like Heroes. That's where they always make their mistakes. So instead of giving you more good programming, they just water down the product.
There's a spin-off to Life on Mars coming out in January.
Yeah. Well, Life on Mars...
Or just Gene Hunt.
Oh, and that's it for British TV?
Yeah, that's for the BBC.
Because aren't we going to do some kind of rip-off of that in America?
Yeah, I think someone bought the rights for some American production company.
But see, here's what I like about British TV. I'm already done with Life on Mars.
Yeah.
I like last year I enjoyed Dexter. I don't even think I want to watch it this year. I just feel like I have seen enough of these shows.
Well, The American Office is an episode, I think it's... 50 or something. It's going into the 4th season.
And it's so sitcom-y.
It's burnt itself out.
Although I do dig the chick. She's in a movie this year, too.
Right? Oh, yeah. I think she's in some romantic comedy, I think.
Yeah, what's her name?
Pam on the show. I don't know what her name is in real life.
Pam's a fairly hot name, too. Here's our buddy Al Dukes. Al, do you have an announcement to make today?
No, I actually just wanted to talk about the good movie from this year.
All right, make your announcement, Al. Where are you going, and what will your job be?
I am going to work with the Boomer Esiason and Craig Carton show.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Al, take me with you. I really want to do morning sports.
Do you want to be a partner, like a third guy?
Yeah. I want it to be Boomer, Craig, and Ron.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Boomer, Craig, and Ron on the Fan.
When's the show start?
Oh, it started this morning.
Were you on it?
Well, I don't appear. I'm more of a behind-the-scenes guy.
Uh-huh. How was it? Really awkward first day?
No, it wasn't too awkward.
Tense, the two hosts not getting along together?
Yeah, they got along very well. Everything was good.
Should that show be called Fuck Me? No, Fuck You.
No, it's on regular radio. I don't think they would.
All right, then F you. No, F me. All right, so this is going to be the show that finally pulls O&A down, according to you, huh? Pulls them down off their big roost.
I think we coexist together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, luckily Tiki Barber was bad-mouthing his old team today, so it gave us...
Do me a favor, and when Tiki comes in, just say that Tiki Barber is the barber of the harbor. He loves that. Now, there was some kind of thing where Tiki picked his favorite restaurants in town and picked one right next to my house.
Really?
Now, I saw him at another little restaurant, too, that was owned by the same guy. So I don't know what he has going on. But I will say this, and I'm not spreading any rumors. It was Tiki and another guy sitting at a tiny table leaning close.
Oh,
yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's what I thought about it.
Foot tapping going on.
And I said, look, I think it's Rondé Barber. I'm one of the few people who think Rondé's a bigger star. All right, what were you going to talk about, Albert?
Well, I don't see a lot of movies normally, but I saw Zodiac this year. I thought that was pretty good.
I did not watch Zodiac.
I didn't watch it either.
I know how it ends. Nothing happens.
Yeah, it turns out they didn't catch him at the end.
All right, where's your partner, Billy? Aren't you guys doing stuff together every time you call in?
Well, we tried it out that last time.
Yeah.
And then he IM'd me good stuff after it was over.
Fez, you missed this. It was the day that, it was Bennington and Rhodes, the very short Bennington and Rhodes show, which became McDonald and Rhodes.
Okay.
And then I guess that didn't even last a half a break before Earl pulled the plug on McDonald and Rhodes.
Dave did get a plug in.
Did he?
Yeah.
To the comics or wherever he was playing?
Comics, yeah.
Somebody was saying that they should have thrown Dave a lifesaver because he was found himself scrambling.
Well, I thought I did the best I could.
Yeah, that bad, huh?
Yeah, it was
the best you could. All right, Al. So you're with Boomer and Friends.
Boomer and Carton.
Carton.
Yeah. Boomer and Carton in the morning.
It doesn't exactly flow off the tongue.
Well, I mean, if you say it a couple times, it will.
When are you guys starting the end jokes? When's that all get out there?
This is a sports show only.
Right, but I'm just saying it's the Fan.
No, that
you guys are known for that.
Isolated into it.
Edgy.
All right, so what are you saying? Hate Boomer, love Carton?
Right now, I would say thumbs up to both Boomer and Carton.
Yeah, but who do you think you'll hate first, Boomer?
No, so far he's been a really nice guy.
Carton hasn't?
And Carton always.
I know the New Jersey cops hate Craig, right?
The politicians didn't like him very much.
Yeah.
And they gave out his
The
address.
fat cats over in Newark. Wait a minute, what is the capital of Jersey? Is it
Trenton.
Newark?
Trenton.
Trenton?
It's Trenton?
Yeah.
How did I not know that?
It's Jersey.
For some reason, Jersey seems like they don't even have a capital. Do you know your capitals, Fez?
Yeah, I know my capitals.
What's Nevada?
Nevada is Carson City.
All right, you do know you. Vermont?
Vermont is Montpelier.
All right, you know. Todd Hillier is the actual capital of Vermont.
Montpelier.
Hold on, don't step on my laugh. Al's enjoying himself. All right, Al, should I just show up tomorrow at 6?
Yeah,
a pair of headphones and off I go.
And come prepared with some topics and we'll go from there.
Right. I'd like to talk about the designated hitter. Designated hitter, go to bat, give us a call. It's the Fan. As the Mets go, so go the Yankees. You're listening to the Fan.
Yeah, like today, if you would have talked maybe about Pedro starting his first game of the year, that would have been good.
I would have. And the Phillies slide. You're listening to the Fan.
And Roger Clemens, taking a beating yesterday. These are all covered today.
Yeah, everything in the sports world is covered.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. Football, baseball.
You got it all.
Yeah, we hit on everything.
So you're back to sports where you started, right?
Yeah, I started in Tampa Sports Radio.
Uh-huh. All right. All right, Albert.
All right, take it easy.
Well, just let those guys know I got 21 free hours a day. I'm ready to do things.
All right, cool.
All right, talk to you later.
All right,
Best of luck, Albert.
Oh, thanks.
And I'm really enjoying doing things without Fez, so let them know. Ron and Fez show.
We're talking about if there's anything to look forward to this fall season on TV.
I'm going to say no.
They got this show called K-ville, where it's a couple of cops trying to bring New Orleans back from post-Hurricane Katrina. And I'm wondering if that has enough to it to sustain an audience.
Give us the new hits, Fezzy. Give us the new things that are coming out, and I will just give you a radio psychic. I'll give you a hit or miss on it. I can just listen to a show and know whether it'll work or not.
Okay, let's go with Big Bang Theory.
Hell no. That is ridiculous.
That's about some nerds that have a hot girl move in across the hall from them.
All right, just the fact that it's 2007 and you're still using the word nerd. It's ridiculous. Why would anyone who is smart be considered a nerd?
Oh, yeah.
We live in a society based on technology.
And yet these, and it's all the stereotypes. It's, the thick glasses, the bad haircuts, the you've never been with a woman.
And the large wallets.
Oh, sure. Let's go with Cavemen.
I saw that.
Cavemen, I saw some of the YouTube on that, and they're just really basically doing black jokes, but about cavemen.
Yeah, basically, cavemen are the ultimate minority in that society.
I think it's going, here's my thing, it's going to be a quick hit, and then fall back. Yeah, burn out, because you'll run out of the joke. But everyone does love the cavemen.
They like the commercials, but... Golly, 2 seconds of looking at cavemen. What are you guys supposed to do after that?
Fez, you put it best when you said golly. That is it right there. Golly.
Let's go with Kitchen Nightmares with Chef Gordon Ramsay.
I watched the BBC version of this. Best show in the history of television. He goes into kitchens. Guys are just about bankrupt. He yells at them and gets them to simplify their menu. It's fantastic. I cannot begin to tell you how great this show is. Because we've all had a friend with a bad restaurant.
Right.
Where you've shown up there and you go, I don't know. Hey, this is really great. And then you're like, well, why is it just us? After he called you to come out there. So, yes, I think it's going to be a gigantic hit. Now, I read somewhere that his restaurant in New York is not doing well.
Really? Mm-hmm. London is what it's called. So, yeah, I'm surprised at that. You would think he's at his most popular. I would think his restaurant would be at the same time. All right, next up we got Moonlight.
Is it anything like Moonlighting? Because if it is, it's a hit.
Nope, this is just Moonlight.
Feels right?
This is a vampire private investigator.
No, it's stupid.
It's going to be on, I think... you
got a star?
No, I don't know the guy who's in it. It's on after Ghost Whisperer on CBS.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a Ghost Whisperer. It blows. It sucks. Great tits. Glad Jay's working, but can't watch it. I forgot Jay worked there. Now I got to take it back. Although we haven't heard from him in a while. What'd you do? Out his wife about something, Fez?
No, not recently.
Okay.
And I apologize for that profusely.
Oh.
We have Back to You This is Kelsey Grammer back on TV with Patricia Heaton from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Put this down as the hits. This one will be a big hit. America Loves Kelsey Grammer.
This is Squabbling News Anchors.
Yeah. And it's a real sitcom, and people are going to like that. What is it, Pitsy?
I just want to say Jay Moore is filling in for Jim Rome, so that's why he hasn't been calling in, because I heard him on ESPN Radio the other night, too. So he's been filling in on the Jim Rome show.
Well, what time is that on?
11 or 12 at night.
I should call that show. Get me the number, and I'll give them a call.
Cross promotion.
Yeah, and I'll just try to keep him on the phone too long. And like, what, do you want to get rid of me? Like, you want to do the uncomfortability where you just can't let him go.
Let's see here. We also have Kane. This stars Jimmy Smits, and he's the heir to a sugar fortune in Florida. Sugar is the new oil, and it's a family drama. It's almost like Dallas, but it's about sugar instead of oil.
Well, first of all, Big Sugar is a mysterious thing that goes back. Don't say it's the new oil, because sugar is in everything. So those families who people don't know about are incredibly rich. But someone told me this the other day, that 90% of the sugar that we have comes from beets and not sugar cane anyway.
How does it come from beets?
Yeah, that beets sugar comes from beets.
Sugar beets.
Oh, I had no clue.
But, I mean, do you ever see a lot of sugar cane?
No, I'm not in the Caribbean. That's where it is, right?
Well, it's also down south, but there's not a lot of it.
No, I guess that makes
So
sense.
I don't know that to be true or not, but more sugar comes from beets than cane.
So I think this is actual sugar cane in this one with this
And
Hispanic family.
put it down as a flop.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Kid Nation.
People love Kid Rock. They're going to love Kid Nation. Kid Nation is going to be a gigantic hit.
I'm wondering if this one's even going to get on the air. So many stories about it already.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. But CBS, they keep running the promos.
Tell me one person who refuses to watch Kid Nation, Fez. It's going to be a huge hit.
I'm going to end up watching it just to see a kid fall down pushing a wheelbarrow as they make him take over a ghost town. Why a ghost town? Why not just some sort of city that's already established? Why do they have to pump water? Adults going into a ghost town, shouldn't have to do all this stuff.
What were they take over? Cincinnati, Fez? Think for a second. It's just a Big Ten show. They're not going to let them run a real city. Fez, I'm asking you to move this along today. That's what I need out of you, buddy.
Okay. And I believe that's all of the new shows. Go ahead, Pepper.
There's also something coming out on HBO, some new half-hour show where everyone's naked or something. It's like some adult comedy. It's like a half-hour long. It's a lot of full-frontal nudity.
I bet I don't make it 8 minutes through it. I'll give myself 8 minutes.
Oh, and the other reality show is Search for the Next Great American Band. From the makers of American Idol. This is where American bands actually compete against each other.
Well, they just call it American Band and bring the old Grand Funk song back. Jeff, you're on Fez.
Yeah, you guys were talking about life on Mars a little earlier. ABC had a pilot for that show this fall, and they passed on it.
Yeah, I had the feeling that it's. I don't think it would be a hit with American audiences.
The other one they passed on, too, is they were going to do Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the Brad and Angelina movie, into a TV show.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to pull that off either. Here's Matt. Matt, you're on Fez.
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, my favorite author, John Krakauer, one of his books called Into the Wild is actually being put out by Sean Penn. It's supposed to come out in about 3 weeks in limited release. Ronnie, you'd really like it. It's going to be really interesting.
There's a movie?
Well, yeah.
Right now we're talking about TV, but I will tell you this. I normally see everything that Sean Penn directs. I'm a big fan. I know he's a lefty, and we hate him because he didn't back the president and the troops, but he's a hell of a filmmaker. And really, when it comes down to when I have to pick between my country and a good film, I'm normally going to pick the film. Here's Randy. You're on Fez.
Big Ass 307, butt ass.
Hey, my buddy.
Yeah, well, what I've been doing the last couple of weeks, I've been actually watching all the pilots of the new shows that have been coming out. And first of all, that Kitchen Nightmare show, Gordon Ramsay actually got sued by one of the restaurant managers because he got fired based on his suggestions. And the show hasn't even come out yet, so I'll probably give it a little buzz right there.
Gordon's not easy on people. He will take food and rub it on your shirt. He's that upset.
You Fez is exactly right about Caveman. In a little 30-second spot, it's bearable, but for a full half hour of the stereotypical black jokes being
right. I saw it on YouTube, and it really was just black jokes done with cavemen. Which, Earl, would you want to see this?
Absolutely not. No.
Why not? You want to keep your own jokes?
Not so. I mean, basically, it's a coded for black people. It's the same thing. It's an excuse to get black jokes on the air.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a very bad thing.
All right, I disagree. But
one
go
show
ahead.
you didn't bring up was Pushing Daisies. It's on ABC. It's actually it's like Tim Burton without actually having to deal with Tim Burton.
Yeah.
It's a little wacky setting where the guy has the ability to bring people back to life. And he goes and actually uses that ability to solve crimes.
What is it? Is this going to be on the Horrible Network? Where is this playing?
ABC. It was actually pretty good of all the ones I
now,
saw.
Why do you get to watch all these, Randy?
Oh, because I work at a rep firm. We sell TV advertising time. I'm in the research department, so I need to know how to estimate how these shows are going to do in the fall and come up with.
So it's up to you. You're the guy. You're picking the hits, huh?
Yes, exactly.
You're the man with the golden eye.
Exactly. You know what? Chuck wasn't that bad. It's a little quirky. I think Fez would like it.
Fez like Chuck and Buck.
That was one of my favorite films.
Yeah, following people.
Fez gave that 2 thumbs up his own ass.
This isn't Chuck out on his own, is it?
No, it's some dweeb that works at a fake Best Buy that gets all the information from a computer in his head. So the CIA and all the government.
Oh, it sounds awful.
Wow.
I hate those kind of shows.
It's the computer wore tennis shoes.
I find it tougher and tougher to watch TV anymore.
Oh, no, yeah.
It's dreadful.
Bad. It's bad.
And can we all just get around and say, finally, Entourage is so burnt out and it just doesn't make sense anymore?
It's too cool for the room. That's why you watch it. And then you realize it's not really that great of a show. It's not funny.
Yeah, it surely isn't. I mean, the whole thing with Vinny Chase, he doesn't read his own scripts. He doesn't know a good movie from a bad movie, and he makes his friends go get his laundry. Why is he the hero of this show? What is it we like about him? That he's cute?
That he put his friends on. That's why we all love him, I guess, because he's employing his buddies from home.
But look what he's doing to him. Go get me pie. Oh, I'm gonna fuck your chick this week.
Throw me a party.
Yeah, right. Throw me a party. It's fucking disgusting.
And we're waiting for just cameos from real Hollywood people to be in. Oh, look, it's kind of real because that director is talking.
Right. So stupid. All right, Randy. Thanks for the updates.
Not a problem.
You're the man with the plan. You know what's happening out there.
See ya.
All right, see ya. He's a good kid, that Randy.
Oh, he sure is.
Yeah, he is.
What do you think's been the most overrated TV show out of, let's say, the past decade?
Scrubs. I cannot make it through a Scrubs. And I'm a guy who likes to laugh and cannot laugh at that show.
Scrubs seemed like it was never ever going to get canceled, and now it's everywhere in syndication. You can't turn on the TV without seeing Scrubs now.
Big hit. That's why I hit it as part of the overrated thing. I'm not bringing up shows that didn't make it that I didn't like. Scrubs is something I cannot understand.
I didn't understand the CSI craze, where CSI, so huge they had to add more CSIs. I've tried watching that. I'm not interested in it.
My problem is they don't prevent murders. They just show up after one's happened. I like my guy, Barnaby Jones, to get out there and stop a murder from happening. Not, I showed up later and the guy's dead. That's not a good cop to me. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, I was wondering if you were watching that Californication on Showtime. That's all right. I watch it every week, and entertaining enough.
I've watched all 4. I'm trying to watch it, but I cannot like it. I cannot, even though I'm going to stay with it because I got nothing else to watch on TV.
I have not checked it out yet. The Californication, and I don't. And since it's this many episodes into it, I doubt if I will jump on it.
Okay.
I am looking forward to Dexter coming back, though.
Seen it.
But it makes me wonder what exactly they're going to be able to do with Dexter this time. I mean, it seems like last year with Dexter, they went all out with it. It's like, where do you take him now?
Duck, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Lost is so overrated. It's pitiful.
Lost really disappointed me that they didn't wrap it up. It's stupid. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Let me try again.
Hello?
Yeah, I don't have your name. Can you just say your name,
My
sir?
name is Buck. Buck
Yeah.
France.
What can we do for you?
Lost. Lost is so overrated. It's so stupid.
Yeah, we talked about it. Thank you. I can't get these off right now. There we go. Peter. Peter, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I can't stand that show Mad Men. It's like Desperate Housewives in the early 60s.
Yeah, I wanted to watch it because I watched the furniture, but I cannot watch it.
Mad Men, it was, if they took it too much out of the ad agency for it to be fun anymore. They took it, completely into his home life.
My chick loves that show. Like, she watches it constantly.
The chick show.
I guess, yeah.
It's definitely a chick show.
But this is my favorite time of year, autumn coming up. I don't know if there's anyone that doesn't like the fall.
Kids. It still reminds me of school. I still get a little bit of nervousness of, you know how long I got to go now to get out of school? I think if you're a kid, the autumn feels a little fucked up to you. Because there is no worse feeling than the first day of school, other than the second day. Because now you don't even have the excitement level of first day and what classes do I have? And is there a girl with tits sitting in front of me? The second day, you really lay into, oh, I didn't think we had to bring our gym shoes. Oh, I didn't think we would actually be dressing out. You're already lying and trying to get out of stuff.
With back to school, I don't know if there was a first day of school, even like through my senior year, that I didn't have the nerves. Where it felt like that first day of kindergarten.
I will tell you the truth. In high school, I don't even remember first day of school. I was so whacked out. That was the only day I got up early to fucking meet behind the school and get fucking wasted before we went in around 6th or 7th period. By the time I fucking staggered in there, carrying a fucking half a baggie and the tap from the fucking dead soldier.
I had a friend who used to carry around a keg tap at all times. Just
Oh,
in case
yeah.
the fucking...
You were you're on top of the world. If you own that fucking tap, people would call you. What are you doing, man?
great.
Yeah. But then you had to make that little thing all the time for it, the washer, because they would always fucking burn out. So you'd have to try to make one out of fucking rubber. I don't know what happens with those things, why they won't work properly, but they are shit.
Yeah, getting a good tap is it's helpful, but there's also international kegs kind of fuck things up for you too, because you need a completely different tap.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. First of all, fuck kegs. When you get to a certain point where you have money, you know what I mean, where you're not sitting around, because who wants to sit there and wonder whether this scuzz fucking bucket is going to stay cold for you?
$40 for a keg of Pabst, man.
I know.
It's great.
Exactly, and you're rolling it through the fucking woods at midnight like an idiot.
Nothing would start a fight sooner at a party than if that tap was missing.
I'll fucking kill somebody for
that's
touching the
fucked
cap.
up.
I'll kill somebody.
It's having a couple parties I've been at where someone just steals the fucking tap and it's gone.
Oh yeah, that's fucking madness. That's
Everyone
worth murdering.
freaks out.
Yeah, it's like
How do you get the beer?
It's like an ant farm and somebody poured water into it. People just go and everyone's run. But have you ever done this? Like the cops would bust your field keg and you're trying to take the fucking cap off where the fucking cops are running up. You're like, fuck it, I am not leaving here without this. Taps, kegs, this is ridiculous. You know, in Europe, we don't make our children sit out in the fucking yard, sit out in the woods and poison ivy and drink like animals. They let them sit down at a bar like a human.
Have a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Smoke a cigarette.
What are we trying to do to ourselves?
Team USA getting ready for the Olympics.
Well, they got what, 3 years to go? When's the Olympics?
Isn't it next year?
It's next year.
Really?
2008 games.
I got it confused with World Cup. We're going to crush this year. We got a great fucking team.
Yeah, does it match the other dream team that we had?
It's better, Fezzy. We destroyed in this last... What was this tournament where we played the South Americans?
I don't know what they called that. Earl, do you know?
I mean, it's like an acronym of something like FIU.
Bitsy, how do you have a seat here? How do you like this team?
I think they're better.
You got LeBron.
They're better than the original Dream Team.
I think that you could sit down and argue it. And they were winning these games by like an average of 36 points.
And you know what? The original Dream Team, I felt like they were all old men.
You're right about that. Everyone forgets that, yes, they were all great players, But Magic was already done. Bird used to have to lay down and ice his back during the fucking game.
Charles Barkley was so overweight back then in '92. It
Yeah.
was ridiculous. The only young kid they had was Christian Laettner, because they needed a white guy on the team, too.
Well, they tried to take one college guy. He was just coming out of college. They couldn't have picked anyone worse.
All because he made that one shot for Duke. That's the only reason.
Stupid fucking shot. And I don't think he's had a decent bucket since. So who do we got in this?
LeBron,
Yeah.
Kobe, Carmelo.
That right there, you can put up against just about anybody.
Dwayne Wade.
Unbelievable.
I mean, who else? What else do you need?
Right.
There's no big men on this team, though, and the 92 team had David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, who were in their prime, as well as Elijah one.
Well, first of all, I would sit around and claim that one of them has never been in their prime. You know who I'm talking about, Knickerbocker.
Okay. Right.
Tell him to show up with all of his trophies. Show up with all his championship trophies. I like to count them. Let's see how quick I can count to none. Patrick Ewing.
Still, Michael Jordan's the greatest player of all time, and the 2008 team cannot say that for anybody.
Well, if you already have the greatest player of all time, you can sit around and say Kobe and LeBron both have the opportunity to fucking take Michael down.
And USA knew that their thing of all stars wasn't working, so that's why Krzyzewski picked people like Michael Redd and shooters and stuff like that.
Right.
So the team, it can be a real team.
And you're sitting around worrying about big men. When you're winning the fucking games by 36 points, how many rebounds do you need, Dave?
You don't need a lot. That's a good point. But the point is that the 92 team could have beaten this 2008 team with a variety of styles.
I don't know that. I don't know that because it is two different times. You cannot tell. And I watched every fucking minute of that 92 team.
You know who would fit in that 92 team? Tim Duncan would play perfectly on 92 because he plays that boring style of fundamental basketball when they're more run and gun now.
Yeah, Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan were boring.
At the point they were, Magic wasn't fucking Magic anymore. Larry Bird wasn't Larry Bird anymore. I will say that Michael Jordan was at his prime. Fine. You got me.
What is it? Well, who's going to play point guard?
Joe, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Fellas, what are you talking about? The Dream Team would have squashed this team and any other team since '92 that played in any international ball.
I agree with you, except for this team. This team, I'm finally proud of the United States of America again. I want our biggest and our best out there, and this is the first time we've done this since '92, where really you're like, holy shit, take a look at this team.
I agree totally.
That last Olympic team was a fucking embarrassment, which, by the way, I can't believe that was 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that or the 3 zeros in show, which now I'm starting to take as an insult.
But yeah, no, this team, they have a chance because they've beaten all the teams that beat us in the past.
Right.
Like the last time we did this tournament. Yeah, but they didn't even place in the last time. So there's no stopping them now. They might have a little trouble with Yao, but that's it.
Fuck Yao. Seriously.
Look at the MVPs on the 92 team alone. Between Jordan and Magic and Bird and Olajuwon, who won back-to-back MVPs.
I'm not saying it, but if they're no longer... You can put that team together right now. Bring them out and have them play against these guys. Because those guys were already washed up. They were already done by the time it was 92. We're talking about the team you put out that fucking day.
I think the 92 team...
I can put the big red machine together right now, and they're not going to fucking win. And even though I can show you all kinds of fucking MVPs, you're looking at where they were at that point.
Well, Magic had made the finals only 2 years before that. Actually, a year before that. Magic made the finals in 1991. I mean, and he made it without Jabbar.
You go look how roly-poly he was in that. He was Chubbsy. Hey, Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ron, you're full of shit, man. Olajuwon was just getting to be his prime, man. They won 2 championships like 3 years after that.
How is he American?
I know. I never fell for that Olajuwon thing. If anything, that's shit on the whole Dream Team, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're not importing Muslims on this team.
Yeah. Oh, well, please. Jeez. Do me a favor, Pitsy. Don't take that Long Island stuff here. I'm ready to be happy to say he wasn't born here before you have to tackle religions.
I'll scheme over this one to see who else.
Go over everything. Why are you guys so anti-American? You can't get excited by the new team.
I'm not. I just think the 92 team is better. Who's going to play point guard for this team? They had John Stockton, who was in his prime.
Yeah, Stockton's prime, he ended up with as many trophies as Ewing. All right, let's go over this. This came to us from ESPN. Which team has the edge at center? David Robinson, Dwight Howard. They picked David Robinson. Which team has the edge at power forward? Karl Malone against Carmelo Anthony. Let's take a look at this. They give it to Carmelo Anthony.
Yes. Well, that's ridiculous.
LeBron James, Larry Bird. They give it to LeBron James. Shooting guard, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. They give it to Jordan. Which, if you're going to match up anybody one-on-one, I'm glad to see Kobe against Jordan. Because that's not dominating there.
No,
I'm going to give it to you that Michael Jordan is better than Kobe Bryant. But we're not looking at a long shot.
That's few percentage points, right? It has to be close.
No, it's really not.
Oh.
But people, people have a love for Michael Jordan that doesn't even make sense. It's far beyond what he did on the floor. It's, that they all feel friends with him. You don't think that people have a love for fucking Michael Jordan that surpasses everything they did on the court? They love him as a person.
Yeah, but I think it is deserved. He did everything on the court that could possibly be done.
That's not what I'm talking about.
No,
that's not what I said.
I agree, because I own like 3 Jordan jerseys, and when he was killing the Knicks in the early 90s, I fucking hated him, but now that he's gone, you appreciate what he did.
Yeah.
They'll love him for Space Jam.
What team has the edge in coaching? They're giving it to 2007. Which team has the edge on the bench? Well, Barkley, Pippen, Patrick Ewing, they're giving the bench over there.
Chuck Daly was a phenomenal coach.
But you know what? He gets dominated here. But let's take this back and do this next year. And you know what, Dave? I don't want you rooting for the new guys. I don't want you rooting in the next Olympics for us.
If we have to make a choice, I won't. I'm sticking with 92.
He's cheering for that tie-dye team that fucking, Bill Walton was behind. That's why.
Jesus Christ, that was 92.
What was that, Latvia?
Here's Pat. Pat, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, how you doing today, guys?
Yeah.
I gotta agree with Dave. I mean, if you just look at the power forwards and the centers from the 92 team, you got Malone and Barkley in their prime. I understand, Ronnie, Malone's got no rings, just like Stockton doesn't have any. But with the power down low, plus the outside game, plus the defense that Pippen brings off the bench, there's no way this team does it. Plus, they're all stuck.
All I can say is, did they have this team right now could beat last year's in terms of how they dominate the Dream Team and how they dominate other teams. And this is coming back from the embarrassment in the last Olympics.
And he says centers. There's really only 2 or 3 true centers in the whole NBA now, so the game is basically played without a center. So that argument doesn't stand any water.
Yeah, if the big man was such a big deal, why wouldn't there be more of them?
First of all, Barkley was in his prime. He wasn't overweight. If you look at pictures of him, that's when he was slim and muscular. And remember...
Oh, stop with Barkley. I watched almost every minute of the guy who's ever played in his life.
Are you going to have a 2018, elbow, like an Ethiopian in the face, the way Barkley did in 92?
You're already being silly. Come on.
No, remember?
Yes, I remember. I told you I watched every minute. And we're not all proud that he elbowed somebody in the face.
No, but I'm saying...
When he was up by 28. That's why people didn't like Barkley, not why we should get behind him.
No, I think...
Jerry Lewis was right with what he said about you. You really are.
I think it just showed grit that this team does not have.
We're into our 18. Look how good he moves that camera over here. Son of a gun. Wherever I go, he goes. Let's see what you do with this over here. Oh, your family has come to see you. You remember Bart, your oldest son, Jesse, the illiterate faggot. No.
Tony, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
BAC 2002, boys.
Hoo-ah!
Hey, how about Dr. Julius Erving in his ABA days versus Jordan? The problem with Jordan is he gets too much media exposure. Dr. J didn't get that much.
Well, first of all, if you don't have a Dr. J, you do not have a Jordan. Period. Doesn't go on like that. So it's always really difficult to say. And you can say the same thing about LeBron now. That if he didn't have Jordan, he wouldn't have half the fucking moves he has because most of the time he's doing a Jordan impression.
Yeah, and that's definitely true with Kobe. But I think that Michael Jordan's jump shot was vastly superior to Dr. J's. I don't think Dr. J could hit 6 threes in the NBA Finals.
You know what? I'm going to put up with a lot of shit from you, but I ain't going to sit here unless you're running down Julius Erving. That's not going to happen.
I'm just saying that.
And I know you hate, I know you're Chicago first. Well, you're a bandwagon guy. You're on top of everything. That's why this year with the Yankees not winning, you bounce back over.
Right.
And here you are in here, and what happens to Fez? Where's Fez go? Where have you been, Fez?
I disappeared.
Elbowed out like what?
Like in a basketball game.
An Ethiopian, right?
Yeah.
You would have had a call back there. Here is Ronnie. Ronnie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, you keep saying that none of those guys have trophies, but the other guy on the team has everybody else's trophies. So if it was, Michael Jordan has.
Well, he didn't take Larry Bird's. He didn't take Magic's. They might as well. They were playing. They got their own fucking trophies.
He got one.
Please, he even took a break there for what? 3 years to play ball, to play baseball.
2.
That's all 2.
Yeah, just 2 years.
And I was at those games. I used to watch him in the minor league games when he played with Chicago. Yeah, I saw him play a lot of spring training, and he was lousy. No fucking swing whatsoever. No swing at all.
I thought he sort of looked like Dave Winfield because he was so tall and had that loopy swing.
He looked like Dave Winfield when Winfield struck out, but he didn't look like Winfield when Winfield hit.
He looked like Michael Jordan going to a costume party, dressed as a baseball player. It never looked natural on him.
All right, here is Rob. Rob, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, I wanted to point out to Dave that, you don't like our centers on this team, but Dwight Howard and Amari Stoudemire are very good players, and Chris Bosh is going to be on that team next year also. And maybe the best international player in the world right now is Carmelo Anthony. This is a pretty good team, Dave. Give them a shot.
I don't know why people won't get behind the new guys. It always frustrates me. And here we are, we talked about this before. We should make it a thing in this country that we try to do well in international sports. To me, I think we should go out of our way to support soccer, to go and win a goddamn World Cup. I would love for us to win a World Cup. Just to see the look on the rest of the faces of the planet. To see the way England would be looking at us, Italy, France, all those bastards. They wouldn't be able to believe it. I know we got 300 million people over here. We can start and teach people how to play. Within 8 years, 2 more cups, we should be able to put together a hell of a team.
I mean, we could probably steal somebody from another country like Olajuwon and put him on our team. And then, we would just have one superstar and that would be it.
You won't get off the Olajuwon thing, will you?
We would be more hated in the world than we are right now if we brought home that World Cup.
Hated or respected? Because I think people respect you when you win at sports. I think they hate you when you drop bombs on them. I think they like you. It's like we end up like in any athlete, even if we're not crazy about his team. It's like here all of a sudden these guys are talking about they were big Jordan fans, but they've never been, fans of Chicago sports. But you tend to admire a guy who comes in and dominates your team. Here is Joe. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Olajuwon wasn't on the Dream Team. He was actually on the '96 Olympic team.
It really has nothing to do with what we're trying to do, though. That's just hurt other people's feelings. All right, big-ass prize closet for you, my friend. Big-ass prize closet for you. And I just would like to see you guys get behind the United States of America in our international sports. Because right now, people do not care about baseball around the world. They do not care about football around the world. But the world does care about soccer. The world does care about basketball. And we should go out and dominate both of those.
Do you think it's because, the franchises that represent America are hated? Like, the Cowboys are America's team, but so many people hate the Cowboys?
It's because we're not playing Europe. If we were playing Europe, you would be rooting for the Cowboys in that game. You know what I mean? If we put together an all-star team that went out, and let's just say next week we're playing Ghana, we'd be like, come on, go, throw the ball to T.O. This is fantastic. But we don't have that in football.
Ghana has no defense, literally.
I think one of the things about this 2008 team, though, is it's hard for us to root for these modern athletes because they don't have the character that the 92 guys had. Like, Kobe and Carmelo Anthony's a hot dog, and no one likes these guys. Whereas the other guys, Magic was like apple pie. Everyone loved Magic Johnson's personality.
Not necessarily true. Magic was hated, like anybody's hated who does well. Magic took a lot of heat for the fact that he came up with a disease that a lot of people in this country found appalling and gay. So you were a little kid and you don't remember what these things go on. Michael Jordan's had his problems before. Gambling was part of it. It's one of the reasons why he went into baseball. You know, everybody who's in the spotlight takes a little beating because it's people like you. When it's going on, there's jealousy. There is jealousy. What else is happening, Fezzy?
Clay Buchholz from the Red Sox becomes the 21st rookie pitcher to throw a no-hitter. That was this past Saturday against the Orioles.
I don't think there's anything more exciting than a rookie throwing a no-hitter. It beats just about anything else out there. I mean, here's the fact that nobody knew this kid at the beginning of the season. It's his second start, and all of a sudden he's a hero in Boston. You gotta love the story.
Yeah, it was great. And the thing that was cool, too, was the guy the night before for the Twins was going for a perfect game. He lost it, so then this kid gets even more accolades now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
He didn't have to steal somebody's thunder. It was all about him.
Yeah, it was all his. And again, who knew? You know what I couldn't stand, though, when you watched it? Why were the people in Boston not paying attention to the Jinx? What were they doing standing up screaming? I don't play that game. I gotta let the guy have a little peace and quiet. To me, it goes to show you how much baseball has changed over the years with the fans, where the fans are turning it more into, a cheap football stunt. I found it nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I was watching the Tennessee-California college football game. Brent Musburger brings up that the no-hitter's going on in the 8th inning. And I just stared at the TV going, why in the world would you bring this up? It has nothing to do with you're even broadcasting.
It is, because they used to do this. Hey, take a look at the box scores, folks. Look at that. That's kind of interesting. And that's how they would let you know it was a no-hitter. People can't fucking read a box score anymore. So you literally, if you want them to pay attention now, and they've already talked this out. It's not like this is something that's went by. They've decided this. You have to grab people by the neck and say it's a no-hitter to get them to understand it. Because American men have basically become girls that don't know how to read the box score anymore.
And I think it's also, too, they want to drive people to watch on ESPN,
Right.
Like, who cares about college? ESPN, they just have all the highlights. You could watch the game in 2 minutes and get the whole gist of a no-hitter. So he's trying to send people over to ESPN.
Absolutely. Here's Eddie. Eddie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello? One more word on this year's team. I actually played Division I ball at Rice University, and I got to say, whoever the idiot there who said there is no point guard on this team, I got 2 words for you. Jason fucking Kidd.
That's 3.
So, okay,
I put Jason Kidd up against anybody.
I would too. Stockton's great, but I'm sorry, Jason Kidd.
Hey, I love Jason Kidd.
And here you are, a Jersey guy, and you're not bringing up him as a point guard.
He's hurt. He's played 2 minutes of all these preliminary
We're not
games.
there yet. We're not. This is next year's team.
Between injuries, Jason Kidd will not play in that 2008 team. They're already speculating it.
Unbelievable how anti-American this redheaded bastard is. You know what? I'm so glad they shaved your head. I wish I was there for it.
And I bet you he would rather have the Nets win than have America win. That's
right.
how bad Dave is.
You know what? He'll have the Mets win because he became a big Mets fan this year.
I'm not going to complain about that.
You are a Mets fan now, right, Dave?
Yeah, I like the Mets now. Yes. All right, because I appreciate a team that goes out there with guts personified, unlike the Yankees, who are lackadaisical.
I don't know. I didn't see the guts personified when they were playing Philly.
No, that's true.
They caved in that series. Luckily for them, Philly went into the Philadelphia slide right after they left town. Hey, we've got a shot at this. Let's see how we can fuck it up. Right back, Ron and Fez show.
Fezzy! It's Ron and Fez.
Back with the Ron and Fez show. This weekend, 2 unmasked tapings going on. There's going to be one Friday in New York City at Comics Comedy Club. That's going to be with Jeff Garland. Then the second one will be Sunday, September 9th, this coming Sunday in Washington, D.C. at the XM Satellite Radio Studios. That's with Brian Regan. Now, if you want to be part of the audience for either one of these, just email live@xmradio.com. That's live@xmradio.com. And in the subject heading, just put which one you'd like to attend. Jeff Garland Friday in New York or Brian Regan Sunday in Washington, D.C. live@xmradio.com.
I find out, I plan right now to ask Regan what he eats for breakfast. I'm really going to dig deep into this guy, Fezzy.
Now, that's an answer I don't know. So I would be interested in that as well.
My feeling is going to be whole wheat toast. I think I'm going to get to the end of the whole wheat toast thing.
On ronfez.net, they were talking about, could you get along with someone exactly like you?
Now, what do you mean exactly like me?
So, someone with your same personality, your same...
Like a twin?
Yeah. Could you get along with someone exactly like you?
Could you get along with your own twin?
Right.
Or this would be a stranger?
No, it would be a stranger, but it would be someone exactly like you.
I think if somebody was 100% like me, not just similar, you would see two people ignoring each other. Because since I have zero interest in myself,
right?
I'm serious about that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that I would sit around and ask that person anything.
I can't imagine that I would sit there and like myself as well.
I think if I met somebody exactly like me, well, your job would really be in jeopardy with Fez. You would really be wondering right now where your future was going to be.
I would wonder which one of me could complain the most to the other.
I would love to make you live with somebody just like you. That would be my dream.
Because the fun part of me, I don't think the fun part of me outweighs the complaining, horrible part of me to be around.
What is this fun part of you I hear you speak of?
Well, I mean, I can be a nice guy. I can be funny at times.
Tell me when.
Well, here on the show, I'm a good guy.
You say something funny today?
Maybe that Ghana has no defense line. Maybe that's it.
So that's why you can honestly cash that paycheck without feeling bad. Because at one point today you yelled out, Ghana has no defense.
But the good part of me does not outweigh the bad part of me. So there's no way I would want to sit there and be with myself.
The good part of you doesn't outweigh that fat ass that you carry around.
All right. I'm working on the fat ass.
No, I was just trying to show you how you do the jokes throughout the show.
Oh.
Like instead of sitting around and just saying serious things,
right?
That you can work lines in and out of the show.
So
they don't necessarily have to be true.
Right.
Although in this case, it was dead on.
I don't know of anyone that could actually get along with themselves if they had to be in a room with each other.
Why not? Maybe a lot of people don't hate themselves.
But I think everybody has things that they dislike about themselves.
Well, you have things that you dislike about others.
And, I think those things would just be too close to the surface.
Like what? Well, what is it in you that you would hate so much? I'm not getting the basic premise.
Right, I'm saying that you would... I think what you hate about... If you hate someone else, is something that you usually hate about yourself. And if you...
So, the fact that the United States hated Hitler, you think that that's because we hate the fascist dictator in us. No, I'm fairly sure that when I get to the point of hate, I don't think it's because they've shown me a piece of myself that I don't want to look at.
But if those things that you hate in yourself are there in that other person,
yeah,
how are you going to be able to stand there and be with that other person? But, I mean, it's everything you hate about yourself. Why would you even tolerate it in someone else?
Why do you think most of us have hate for ourselves?
Oh, I think everyone's got something they hate about themselves.
Really?
Yeah.
Earl, are those things about you that you hate?
Absolutely. Without question, there's things about
Give me one.
There's sides of my personality I really don't like, and there's a
size of your head.
Size of my head, my feet. I hate my feet. Absolutely hate my feet. I think they're too big, too flat, and my toenails look absolutely hideous.
So you're saying someone who physically looks like you, Fez, is what you're meaning here?
No, I was thinking more inside than actually on the surface.
See, I don't think that Earl has looked inside himself, so he doesn't really know.
Yeah, but I don't know if I don't think anybody really truly likes themselves.
Why not? Then why are you so shocked that Owen Wilson took a bunch of pills? If you're saying most people literally hate themselves,
right?
Which I disagree with.
Because kind of like what you said about Earl, Owen Wilson never struck me as very introspective. He seemed more happy-go-lucky.
So introspective people are the ones that hate themselves. People that have an awareness of themselves.
Yeah, I think I would say most people have something, or maybe 2 or 3 things that they despise about themselves.
Well, I'm going to agree with you that people have things about themselves that they want to change. But why would they have hate? That's where I'm not picking up on this at all.
I think.
What do you hate about you?
Oh, I hate just about everything about me. Oh, I hate my weakness. I hate my phobic nature. Yeah, I hate all that stuff.
Then why do you get mad at the rest of us when we hate that? Why wouldn't you go, oh, I agree?
When you hate it about me?
Yeah.
Well,
when people bring up any of those things about you, you get really mad and really defensive, right?
Right, yeah.
Well, why wouldn't you just agree if you hate them?
Well, it's things that you really don't want to admit to. Like you said, it's things that you want to change.
Well, why would you get mad at other people for agreeing with you, basically?
Because you think of it as a private thing,
and
then when it gets exposed, you get angry.
It would be, except for you're the one who exposes this stuff.
Right. So, yeah, it's just, to me, it's more, I can hate myself good enough by myself.
But you agree with people who don't like these things about you. You think that they're right.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's a mechanism, I guess, that makes me feel like I have to defend myself. Maybe that's what it is. But I would still agree with them. And I would think a lot of people are that way.
I don't sit around hating on myself or loving myself in the same nature. I cannot tell you how little interest I have in myself when there's so many other things in the universe.
Right.
I don't understand how people, when you have this massive universe of things to be curious about, it always shocks me that Earl would take the time to be disgusted by his own feet, which work perfectly well, and manage to move him around the planet. It always baffles me. I'm not kidding you when I say that.
Yeah, that's another thing I hate about myself. My egocentricness. That I take thoughts back to myself like that.
I hate that about you, too. I really agree with you. Most of the things about you are just awful.
See?
But why would you think that's universal?
I just think there's a lot of, sad people out there. A lot of sad, depressed people. I think that's where a lot of it comes from.
So you don't think it's healthy, this self-hate that you have?
Oh, no. No, it's not healthy at all.
And you think everybody's as crazy as you are?
Yeah, I think...
Then why do you want to be normal? Because wouldn't normal then be crazy and depressed? When you're always saying, I want to be normal, it seems like, according to you, you're in the norm.
But I think a lot of people have more of a handle on it.
Why?
Than I do. Because you don't... how can I put this? It's, I think I complain more than most people. So I think the people that aren't complaining doesn't mean that they don't have this. They're just more in control of it and more of what they let outside.
Are they, or do you not listen to other people? Are you so busy complaining about things that you don't listen to anybody else's response?
I mean, because it's going to go right back to my own mindset and what I'm thinking about and thinking about myself. So that could be. But I think everyone has this, and I think most people...
I'm telling you, I don't sit around and hate on myself. I honestly don't. I just don't see the point in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are there things that I wish I did better? Yeah, there's plenty. Are there things that I wish I didn't do at all? Lots. But I still don't see how that would leap into hate. I don't see how I would make that fucking jump to I hate myself.
Yeah, mine has definitely jumped.
But myself is this. It's the only thing I have that ties me into reality, right?
Uh-huh.
It's all I have.
Right.
This physical body and this mind. What is there to hate when you get this experience? And I don't think I'm an up guy.
No.
But what am I supposed to be mad? That I'm not fucking Bill Gates?
No, but there are things, you know, when you work on things and you try to change some things and you don't do it, then that failure, I think, leads to some self-hatred.
Would you, if you were a coach of a team, would you be a good coach if you started hating your team for not turning things around?
No, I'd be a really bad coach.
So why would you do that if you were that type of coach?
No, I would try not to. No.
So why do you do this with yourself? I don't even get it. I don't even understand the conversation.
Yeah, it's just it's a thought process that
it's a thought process
that I can't get out of. And I think
I know you say a lot of people are like that, but I'm not seeing any evidence. I'm sure some people are. I'm sure some people hate themselves. But I don't think it's the norm. I don't understand it.
It seems more like the norm than loving yourself. I don't know if there's a lot of people that actually, love who they are every day because, they have their shortcomings.
So what?
And everyone...
So do all my friends. Everyone that I love has shortcomings.
Right.
Everyone that I love has shortcomings. I don't hate them because they have shortcomings.
But a person's always going to be harder on themselves.
Why?
Because they expect that...
matter of fact, I see a lot of people who aren't hard on themselves at all. I see a lot of people who brag about things that they have no reason to brag about. I've had people tell me how attractive they are that I didn't want to point out, and I'm very serious when I say this.
Uh-huh.
If anything, I think most people have a tendency to think that they're better at things than they are. I had a comedy club. 99% of the people who told me they were hysterical weren't even slightly funny.
Those people should have the same feelings I do, then.
Why? Because it works for you so well?
No, it doesn't work at all. That's why I hate myself about it.
I don't even get the conversation. I don't know what seriously, I don't know what you mean.
Well,
I mean, I know that you don't like yourself.
Right.
I will accept that. But then you say everyone is like that.
I shouldn't have said everyone. I think most people are, though. I think a majority of people are.
All right, let me bring Lily in. Lily, come on in here. Grab a mic. Sit down.
Okay, I think the word you're looking for is not hatred. I think it's insecurity. I think, hate is a very strong word. I think a lot of people are insecure about certain things about themselves, but they don't necessarily hate themselves for it. So I think maybe you're being too dramatic about it, in a sense. Because I have insecurities, but I don't hate myself for them, because typically they're things that I can't change,
I am shocked. I would think most people didn't like or hated themselves.
Why?
Because there's so many things that people try to accomplish during the day, and they fall short of their goals. And I would think that there's people that are really hard on themselves and hate themselves for not being able to achieve different things.
I don't even think a lot of people are very goal-minded.
And I think if people did think that way, that there'd be more people like Owen Wilson who are pill popping and slitting wrists. You'd hear a lot more about people hurting themselves if they hated themselves that much.
I don't even understand the thing of somehow that there's this high pressure thing that you're not meeting every day. What's that about?
I think everyone has this type of person that they want to try to be.
Uh-huh.
That they hope to be.
So goals. Everyone has goals.
Yeah, everyone has goals, even if they're just personal goals, not professional or money, just how they want to act or how they want to be. And I think people fall short of that. They're not able to accomplish it.
What are these goals that we're all falling short of?
Like if someone, wants to be, a better person or lose weight, and they fall off that wagon, something like that.
Then you hate yourself.
Then I would think that people really go into despising themselves. Especially if they try and keep failing. I would think that, that is going to lead to despising yourself.
I see that you're on some edge of something here, where you're at the edge of tears, and I don't know what's going on.
Right.
Because you're speaking outside of yourself, when obviously I don't think everybody's feeling this way. So I guess there's something that you want to say to us today. Did you eat a pie on the way here this morning?
No.
I'm being very serious.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you're in tears right now.
No, it just, I didn't mean for it to go personal, and then it did.
Uh-huh.
But my whole point with the thing was, with the RonFez.net question.
Yeah.
Was,
I don't want you reading that fucking website anymore. They put you in tears.
So it's, would you want to hang out with yourself?
Yeah. Well, you already do. You hang out with yourself wherever you go.
Yeah, but I mean, this would be a separate person who was yourself.
Uh-huh.
If you had a choice in hanging out with yourself. And my whole point was that I don't think most people would want to hang out with themselves.
All right.
So I don't think most people like themselves enough to hang out with that person. If given a choice of, am I going to sit in a room with another Fez Whatley, I would choose not to.
And that makes you feel sad.
Yeah.
Because?
Well, you should like yourself.
But you just said no one does.
No.
You just said nobody does, and then you were crying because you're the same as everyone else.
But that doesn't mean that it shouldn't be. That doesn't make it right. If it's normal, that doesn't make it correct. That people are out there despising themselves.
You're speaking about people when you can't right now. You know what I mean? Like you're speaking for the universe, and I'm not sure everybody feels exactly as strongly as you do about this.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So I think you'd be making a better point if you talked about yourself.
Yeah. Well, I am someone who definitely would not want to hang out with myself.
All right, then why do you force me to hang out with you? And I'm being totally serious. Why would you put me through something that you yourself would refuse to do?
Well, because we're friends.
But you don't even like you, right?
Right.
Why should I?
Well, I'm harder on myself than someone else is.
How do you know? Maybe I feel exactly the same as you. So you're saying that the way that you feel about yourself is not even true. Because I see you in a different light than you do. Right?
Yeah. I would
so
say
that means one of us is wrong. Either me or you is wrong about you.
Yeah.
So which one of us do you think is wrong, me or you?
It's probably me.
Okay. So this whole...
I had to think about it, though.
All right. But this whole thing comes down to you have a bad perception of yourself that you give yourself.
Right.
And that's the thing that you need to work on.
So wouldn't the other me that I'm sitting in the room just be that perception?
Why? I don't see you hating on other people as bad as you hate yourself.
Because it would be the same person giving off the same perception.
No, not necessarily. You might not be as hard on a stranger. They wouldn't look like you. They would just have your personality, right?
Right.
You wouldn't be as judgmental to them as you are you.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like, we could both sit here and say things about Lily that, for whatever reason, we don't think she meets whatever thing that she should be meeting, or her own goals or whatever. But we don't hate her for it. We're not sitting around going, you know why I hate Lily? Is because she hasn't met those goals that she set for herself. We're going to be much easier on her.
So, I don't know if it's a thing of other people are easier on people than they are on themselves.
I don't know what you even mean. I'm going to be honest about I haven't gotten this bit from the beginning.
Right.
And I know that it means something to you, because I can see how worked up you have yourself, but I don't know what it is exactly.
Yeah. I'm not even sure what it is.
Yeah. You just wish you weren't the person that you are.
Right.
And have you always felt that way?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Who would you be if you had the big opportunity? So Lily's handing you a tissue. Who would you be, Fezzy?
I don't know who I would be.
Yeah.
I would like to be someone like you.
Why would you want to be a fucking addict? Why?
Who doesn't hate themselves? I'm looking at the good points in you.
You know what? I am saying this. There are so many other things to pay attention to. Why you have the opportunity to have ears and eyes and a brain. Because we ain't going to, man. We're not always going to have those things.
Right.
There's so many things to look at and read about and listen to. And in the fucking sands of fucking time, you know, what is more interesting? Me or the universe?
It's the universe.
Here's Joe. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
What is?
Yeah.
The Feds, the beautiful part about it is you can change all these things, pal, so then you can like the person you are. But anyway, point of my call is Fez cries, I win a prize?
Yeah, you definitely do.
Good man.
Fezzy, we've given out more prizes right now.
Oh, I know. Yeah, the point was not to cry. That was not what I was going for at all.
What was the
point?
point?
And I took myself down that stupid road.
Why be hard on yourself? Maybe this is what you were supposed to do today.
The point was, would anyone want to hang out with themselves? Like, would Earl like to hang out with another Earl?
Well, Dylan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy boys.
Yeah.
Hey, what I think is so interesting about this, Fez, it almost seems like you're going through puberty right now. And I mean that in all honesty and with all due respect, because it seems like an adolescent thing to go through self-hatred of the degree, you know, you're going through and, you know, whatever.
You know, your little body is going through so many changes that you're not ready for right now.
It changed a while ago. I was shaving in the 3rd grade.
Yeah, but that was your uncle's balls. And that might be part of your problems.
I had to learn somehow.
Billy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys? Fez is just this self-hate thing about everybody hating themselves. He's your classic depressed, medicated guy that thinks that everybody feels the same way and they need to be medicated. Like, I went through a divorce 2 years ago, and for about 2 months I was an asshole. And, you know, my mom's one of those, goes to a psychiatrist every week on all kinds of meds, thinks I need to go talk to somebody, be on some meds, and it's a depressing time, so it sucked, and then you get through it, you know? But some of these guys, you know, they just think everybody in the world needs to be medicated.
Well, I don't think everyone in the world needs to be medicated. The medication doesn't work for a lot of people, that's for sure.
I'm living proof of that.
Attitude, that's not self.
Do you think it's the meds that got you a little upset, Fez, or yourself?
I'm gonna put it on some meds.
You think your meds are a little fucked up today?
Yeah, totally.
What's wrong?
Just the meds that I took when I got on the plane yesterday. I think are still in the system.
What were they?
It was the Klonopin.
So that kind of makes you a little depressed the next day?
Yeah, not usually, but I took an extra half because I was, you know, dealing with the plane.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think that I fucked it up.
Okay. When you seeing your shrink this week?
Tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm going to give you a little note, and I'm just going to write on it for her, and I don't want you to read it, but I'll tell you what it says. It's just going to say he's batshit insane. And
will she know what that means?
Yeah. And I will sue you for taking money from him.
Yeah, I would go 80% meds on this problem today.
So why do you take them then, if they cause all these emotional problems.
Well, I take them for the problems that I was having the day before. Like getting on the airplane.
Just take a sleeping pill. That's what I do. Knocks me right out.
Why do you take a sleeping pill for the airplane? You a little scared?
Not that I'm scared. I can never fall asleep, but I'll be well rested when I get off the plane. So it really works. So you sleep through it.
I'm never well rested when I get off a plane.
Well, that's why you take a sleeping pill and you'll rest a little bit.
Honey, you get off a plane well fucked, not well rested. You don't know what you're doing. I heard you had a little getaway weekend, huh?
Yeah, I was away for a couple days in Vermont.
Boy, you do nothing and yet you need to get away. It's amazing to me. Brett, you're on Ron and Fez.
Fez?
Yes, buddy.
You just need to buck up. That's it. Just buck up.
Thank you. That's one of the reasons I don't care for myself.
Why is that?
I never buck up. I get told to buck up, and I say to myself,
dude,
buck up.
Yeah.
I don't buck up.
You bucked up for me last week. You came looking for me and my family, and you were there for us.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't buck up.
You buck up. Look at you bucking up right now.
This is not bucking up. This is the last thing I should be doing. It's not bucking up. I want to buck up.
Uh-huh.
I tell myself to buck up.
Yeah.
There's no bucking up.
Maybe if you just got off the bucking up thing. Just buckle up.
But that seems like the right advice.
Buck up?
Yeah.
Again, maybe this Klonopin hasn't left your system.
I think that's a lot to do with it, yeah.
Does it always happen like that with you?
Yeah.
Do you take it a lot?
No, I don't. No, I don't take it a lot.
You got a lot of things bothering you too, Fez. But again, sometimes if you look outside yourself.
Right, yeah.
There's a lot of things that go on in the world. You pay attention to them for a while.
I totally agree.
But I know we give you a lot. We give you a lot of advice, like get a pet or something. And, we've been through all those things.
Right.
That maybe if you could just think about something besides Fez.
Yeah, that's where I get pissed off at myself.
Why are you pissed off? You can start now. Today could be the day you start. I'm going to send Dave out with you and let him just pick out an animal. I'm going to blindfold you. I'm going to give Dave some money.
No.
And it might not even be a dog. It might be a chimpanzee. You might get an anteater. And then, hey, here comes that guy with the anteater. Everybody's always talking about you.
He's going to pick out something that I'm afraid of, that I'm afraid to touch.
Whatever.
Like an iguana or a pet tarantula or snake or something.
And then after time, you'll get used to it. And you're known as the guy with the big iguana. Hey, kids, here comes the guy with the big iguana.
Every night I'll be dreaming, I'll have nightmares that this thing is loose in my apartment.
And I could be saying to you, hey, what's that iguana been eating?
And we could call the iguana Bucky.
Oh, man.
See?
See?
It's not helping. It's reinforcing.
But why don't you do what I do? Instead of hate myself, I hate Dave. And then more people agree with me. And people will say to me all the time, hey, I hate Dave too. And then there's threads about it on the different websites. And I can go read with people, and I feel closer to them.
That would be an easy solution. Now there I can say a majority of people.
Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Dave, this one?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, okay. No, sorry about that. Yeah, no, seriously, I just think Fez should move, you know what I mean? How he seems to be so isolated in his place, you know what I mean? Because I'm going through kind of the same situation and stuff. Just move, kind of across town. I know nothing about, New York. I come from small town Alberta, but just move.
Dude, if anyone should move, it should be you. You live outside in a small town in Alberta?
Yeah, believe it or not, I'm going through the exact same thing. I was honestly crying with Fez there because I'm going through the same situation.
Oh, you want to move too?
Yeah, I am moving. I'm just trying to figure out the finances behind it, yep.
Right.
Yeah, I am moving.
You should listen to that "Soak Up the Sun" song. You should find some kind of sun. All right, Fez, so you're thinking about moving now.
I didn't know I was thinking about moving.
You would hate to move, right?
Yeah.
Moving's not fun.
Moving is entirely stressful.
Yeah.
I hate to move.
Right. Now, this is the part of the show where we get into where we all try to help you, and then you have negative responses to everything that comes up. What time are you meeting your nut doctor tomorrow?
4.
Okay.
4 in the east.
Is there any possible way that you can start and meet with this teen every single day?
I don't think she has enough slots available.
Yeah. Did she bring the buck up to you? Is that why you got caught on that fucking phrase?
No, she's never told me buck up.
Yeah.
No, that's never come up.
What did she tell you?
She does tell me the "you're too hard on yourself" thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I disagree with her there. I think everything you said is perfectly correct.
I don't buy it either, coming from her.
I agree with everything you've said. Maybe first time ever.
I tend to shoot her down on that as well.
Yeah. But I see that. I can tell today you're going through something. I don't know what it is. But I know that you're upset today.
I think it's pills.
Yeah. Well, pills is tough to know how you think, you know? And again, I mean, you brought up Owen Wilson.
Right.
But when you're addicted to drugs, you are not thinking like a sane person.
Oh.
You are thinking like a crazy person.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing when you're an alcoholic. There's nothing... You are not your personality when you're that high. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. Glad to have you back.
Thanks.
You know, Fezzy, you've got such a wide swing. There's almost like there's two sides to you. The guy that'll dance around the G-string, and then the guy that won't take his shirt off and is just shy, you know. But I swear to God, the last time that one of these things happened, you were talking about Klonopin the day before that. I think it was right around the time of the bridge deal, and you were a roller coaster that day, you know. And I don't know, I'm no shrink, I'm a damn truck driver, but you know, I mean, I think you got to get a hold of the side of you that's the wild and crazy guy, or whatever you think is the happier side of yourself. I mean, hard for us to offer you advice, but just let you know we're all pulling for you. And I think, you know, Ronnie's onto something. You gotta be happy with yourself. But I don't know if we're all unhappy with ourselves or if it's the shit that we do or don't do. You know, I don't know.
I think he's trying to tell me to buck up.
I don't know. You know, bucking up is a pretty generic phrase that can mean so much different stuff to different people.
How often do you take the Klonopin, Fez?
I only take it like probably 2 or 3 times a week.
All right, well, that's a lot.
Weren't you on a trip like the day before or something right before that bridge collapse thing, and then you came back and you were talking about that, and it was another one of these up and down things, and it was just after you'd said you'd done the Klonopin or maybe even taken a little additional dose. And my wife's a pharmacist. I don't pretend to know the stuff, but a lot of that shit, the side effects are worse than the cause. You know, I mean, that can make you go mental just looking at yourself in the mirror.
Right, it helps at the moment, but then you have to deal with it afterwards, too.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. I don't think curing it is by dropping a different pill, and I certainly don't think it's fucking up. I think you're on the right track with therapy, and, I mean, you're lucky that you're sitting next to the guy that you are, because he's at least telling you to, you know, trying to steer you right, trying to tell yourself to steer yourself right, I guess, you know, but we love you. I mean, just take it.
All right, thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Well, see, I mean, I don't know. He might be onto something that maybe you ought to keep a little fucking list, Fezzy, of what happens after you take the pills.
Right.
You know, are you thinking like yourself a day later, 2 days later, 3 days later, you've been feeling like this all day?
Yeah. Yeah.
How long you been in the therapy now?
2 months?
Right,
no, 3 months. 3 months.
All right, we can all agree they're stealing money from you, and I got to get that fucking cash back. And I swear to God, I will sue her like there's nothing else because
it's $125 an hour or a session because you don't get a whole
cheap,
hour,
isn't it?
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was really affordable.
Yeah,
especially in the city.
Because I know this, I got to get paid a lot more than that to sit here next to you every day. I'd walk out if it was $125 an hour. Here's Jeff. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Jeff.
Yeah.
I just wanted to comment to Fez about failing with everything. And, we all fail. I mean, it's just something that happens. Nobody's perfect at anything.
I like to say poo buddy's nerfic, and then we all have a good laugh.
Well, yeah, that's true. But, I mean, I was a mechanic at one point, when I first started. I couldn't build an engine. It took time to, work up to that. It's just, you got to keep trying. You always got to just step up to it and say, I didn't make it. I fucked it up. Oh well, and just try it again. That's all I'm saying. It's just something you just got to keep on trying because it's worth it.
All right. Well, thank you very much for the mechanical analogy.
Well, I'm just saying, it applies to more, than one thing. I mean, it's the idea of it.
All right, buddy. Buck up. In other words, buck up.
It's buck up.
Yeah.
It's buck up all over again.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So we don't know whether it's the pills or whatever right now, but something's bothering you. All right. Unmasked coming up this week. Lily, you excited about these two?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
No, will you be showing up this time? Last time you have some kind of a producer role on this program, but I noticed you didn't show up.
I was uninsurable.
Uh-huh. Did you watch them yet? Did you watch them on video?
No, I haven't. I asked Earl if I could get a copy of it, but, it's Earl, so maybe in 2 months or something.
Okay.
But I will be there for Fridays.
Oh, we'll be there. Mm-hmm. Hey, you like my thing of Jeff Garland? I think it's going to kill.
It's going to be amazing.
It is 2 Unmasked tapings this weekend. First one is going to be Jeff Garland this Friday in New York at Comics Comedy Club. If you want to attend, live at xmradio.com is the email. The second one this weekend, it's going to be Brian Regan. That's going to be this Sunday, September 9th in Washington, D.C. That's going to be taping at the XM Studios. Again, live at xmradio.com is where you want to email to make sure you're part of the audience. And in the subject heading, just let them know which Unmasked you want to be part of. Jeff Garland on Friday, Brian Regan on Sunday. Live at xmradio.com.
There we go. That should all be fun. I'm gonna make Regan cry like Fez. That would be my. Could you imagine if I got Regan to turn into Fez, where he's just going, well, no one loves me. I mean, this would be fucking classic.
You never know. If you get him going, he may not stop.
No. Maybe I should just unmask you week after week. From what I understand, I'd get $125 an hour for it.
Put a mask on me. That's what people would rather see.
Why? You know what? Sometimes I think, though.
What?
I'm going to shoot here for a second. I think that you like to do this because you get all the emails of, we love you, Fez. You're a genius, lovable genius. I really think that there is some of that.
I'd rather come up with something else than do that, but I never do.
Humor.
See?
Go back to being humorous.
That's what I'd like to do.
Remember those days?
Those were great days, yeah.
That's how you would get the attention, by being humorous. What do you think, Lil? Does he do that on purpose?
I think so, because my sister does the same thing, where my sister's gorgeous, but has complete insecurities.
Yeah.
And then, she'll do the, oh my God, I hate myself. Just so we could be like, stop, you're beautiful, you're great,
And you've seen her naked, right? Has she seen you naked?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I'd love to be there next time it happens. You guys ever practice kissing?
No.
How's your little niece doing, the 14-year-old?
She's great. First day of school today.
Really?
Yeah.
What grade?
Starting first day
grade?
of high school.
Wow, ninth grade?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. It's exciting.
She might be the world. Yeah, exciting for the seniors and a couple of bad teachers.
Mm-hmm. I worry about her, but
you should.
Good thing
She'll date a senior.
Yeah. Now, I talked to Aunt. When he heard me talking to her, he had to go look her up on your MySpace, which I thought was kind of sick because I know a lot of other people do.
I got a lot of emails.
Really?
A lot of emails, yeah. Pervs.
There are a lot of pervs out there. That's why we need to watch the children. I would like to watch the children. That could be my spot. What am I going to do with you, Watley? You need another week off?
No, I'm good.
Are you?
Well, no, but I'm good now.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll see the shrink tomorrow. There'll be less chemicals in my system.
Are you going to hate yourself by the way you acted today?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a bad scene at home.
You think so?
Yeah.
You will be at home tonight just furious over the way you talk today?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
What will you say?
Stupid.
Why don't you do this as a little experiment?
Uh-huh.
Write it down. Instead of saying it to yourself, write it down. And you can read it in here tomorrow.
Okay, I'll do
and
that.
Maybe you won't be as angry as you think. You know? Maybe just some of the things that you think are universal are not universal at all. Where you think, oh, I do it all the time, but,
right.
You know, maybe you don't do it all the time.
Yeah, I'll jot it down. That's for sure, because I can feel it coming today.
Yeah.
Even if it's not every day, like you said.
Right.
I can feel it coming today.
But again, the meds could be fucking you up, you know? And do you tell these people, I think the meds are fucking me up? Because they don't know unless you tell them.
Yeah, I've told the psychiatrist.
And they don't care? They do it anyway?
They try to work with the doses.
Yeah.
You know, that's when I get that.
Yeah. All right, this is going to annoy you. Vinny Cooper just came in. The person that you hate as much as yourself. Come on in, Vinny.
Hey, Vincent.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
What's up, darling? Don't hate yourself.
He was worried that we were all a little too worried about my situation today.
I know.
He had to swing things back.
Don't worry, we're still worried about you.
Yes.
Okay.
We still care. We still love.
Is that what this is all about? Spotlight was off Watley for 5 minutes?
No.
Swing it back around. Look at me.
I don't want the spotlight.
Yeah.
Is it because you saw your family over the break and that brings back, like, all that stuff?
No, I don't think so.
It's worth a shot.
How do you get along with your family, Vince?
Wonderfully.
Yeah.
I have an amazing family.
Really?
Yeah, shockingly. Have a really healthy relationship with my father and everything.
See, everybody would have bet against that.
I know.
Sure.
Yeah. Were you daddy's girl?
No, just a normal, relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Strong, healthy, no indications that anything should be wrong
No,
with me.
hey, I need you to do a fashion show for me. Like when you were 5 or 6.
None of that.
Why don't you try on this thong, come back downstairs. Because you're the one I love, not Mommy.
No.
Okay.
No, luckily
Yeah.
no. That never happened.
Do you hate yourself as much as he does?
I relate to a little of what he's saying because
Yeah.
there are moments when I go, I hate that I did that, or I hate the way I feel right this second, or even I hate myself for the moment. Overall, though, I think that I like myself. I think,
But you get over it.
yeah, I think that most people do have moments of doubt in themselves and even hate, but I think the thing that's more healthy is to kind of move past that and to say, like, but there are good things about me and I'll get past this one moment. And I think the part where you get stuck is when you get stuck in that loop of really hating yourself, and that's where you get a problem.
I say ignore yourself for a while. Seriously, I am not kidding at all. I am not kidding at all. There are so many things on this planet to think about other than yourself. There's just tons of interesting things that have taken place. Tons of books about philosophies and science and religion, and you could read as many of them as you can, and they have nothing to do with you. And then after a while you go, well, at least I am here somehow, you know?
Right.
I think a lot of those come on audiobooks, too, so you can check them out.
On the Road is 50 years old, Fez. I think there's an audiobook by Matt Dillon. I'd love to see you sit down, take a listen to it.
Maybe I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah.
I did do an audiobook on vacation.
What was it? I'm Not Okay and I Hate Myself?
No.
Because don't listen to that one.
It was Many Lives, Many Masters, that old book.
I'm very, very surprised that you would be into past life regression.
Yeah, so it was very interesting. It was a gift. But
From who?
Flipper's wife.
No, you know, I actually went and saw him speak before.
Oh, really? Brian L. Weiss.
Yeah. This was years ago, like at least 10 years ago.
Yeah, the book is like, what, 15 years old, 10 years old?
Probably something like that.
Yeah, I found it fascinating. Even though I've never, personally bought into reincarnation.
Dude, do you remember doing past life regression?
Uh-huh.
Well, then why would you be, the person that you did it with was 10 times more skillful than Brian L. Weiss.
Yeah, but I mean, as a religious standpoint, it was never anything that I bought into. I found it fascinating.
Well, I don't know if it's much of a... I don't think he even does it from a religion standpoint. And, I mean, if you go through that book, it doesn't mean that you live that life. It could also mean that there's some kind of consciousness out there that all of us can dip into. And then it could also mean that, you know, your subconscious is just really, really good at making shit up,
Right.
which I find just as fascinating as anything. If your subconscious could make up a backstory for you like that, I find it just remarkable. Earl, I don't want to go out with the satellite of love today, you know, since we're talking about geniuses. I think a genius, Paul Simon, my friend. Are you going to agree with me there?
Good call.
Paul Simon, really? Because he's Jewish?
That helps. That does help.
Yeah.
I think some of his albums genius.
Well, I think quite a few of them are.
I don't know
really
about
do.
the most recent one with a kid song on it, but that's, you know.
Well, did you see the Cape Man?
No.
The play did not do well, but the music is incredible. I want to play a song for a friend of mine today. So this is a little something from Paul Simon did off the Cape Man. It's called Bernadette, and to me the lyrics. I'm Sal Mineo, and I want you, sweet Bernadette, and I love you. The breeze that wraps around you. I love those lines. I think he's fantastic. So here it is for the Fig. It's a little Paul Simon to end the show today. We'll see you tomorrow, and Fez will read his report of how he treated himself.
A hate note from Fez.
Maybe it is, and maybe it will not be, Fez. Maybe it will not be. So, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Oh, I got time on my hands tonight. You're the girl of my dreams. When I'm near you, my future seems bright. Ooh, I want you to be my girl. I want you to be my movie. I am Sal Mineo, and I need you so, sweet Bernadette. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You got style from your hair to your heels. Though my words may be jumbled, still I'm telling you just how it feels. I love you. I love you. And the breeze that wraps around you. Setting summer night. A girl I can't forget. Oh, you're the smile of the moon, Bernadette. Dum, 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 do, well, well, oh. Dum, 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 do, well, well, oh. Wop, 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 come with me. There's a place I want you to see. When the leaves are dark, I've got a hiding place in Central Park. And the sky's a coat of diamonds. There's a wooden cross over